Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
Back on the Rump Here Sports YouTube channel, talking a little DraftKings best ball, a little fantasy football talk with my guy, DC. DC, not on a baseball show, no baseball show today. So he said, screw it, we need to get DC best ball. You've been in the streets now for, I would say, a couple of weeks now, DC. Am I wrong about that? It's been a couple of weeks?
Yeah, a few weeks drafting best ball. So I think I'm up to like 60 or so DraftKings Millie Makers. And yeah, I've been begging you to get on this show for weeks, and you finally had some cancellations. Get the call to the bullpen, and happy to be filling in here. My donkey ass. We'll see if we can draft a good team today.
Well, DC, your donkey ass has had some really hot takes on Twitter. Talking about Gibbs over Bijan. Talking about Derrick Henry. Well, Derrick Henry over Hampton was actually a fun conversation. Not that it was like hot one way or the other, in my opinion, but like, it's a fun conversation because I do think a lot of people have it flipped from what you were saying. So you were kind of in the minority, but I'm still waiting for the Chase versus Puka. I mean, you got to hit everything at this point. You know what I mean?
You gotta come in strong with these coin flip debates, and you don't really have to have a strong take, but you got to pretend like you do.
Yes.
And every like when the NFL comes back around, and it's like every catch from training camp is like retweeted a million times. I wish this enthusiasm was shared for baseball. Like, can you imagine if you're like tweeting like every base hit for some random baseball scrub? Like, absolutely no one would care. But man, NFL is king, and you got to take advantage of the content streets.
First of all, could you imagine if you just tweeted out before baseball season, like, yeah, Kevin McGonigal is way better than Connor Griffin. And people are just like, oh, decent. Like, no one would interact with you. I'm sorry.
No,
like,
it would be seen by literally 0 people. So, is what it is.
All right. So we are going to get into $25 over on DraftKings, $3 million to first, $20 million prize pool over there. If you want to get in with us, DC, you ready to hop in?
Yep. Ready to go.
All right. Let's click in. Here we go.
All right. Says 3 of 12 for me.
I'm 3 of 12, so we got in at the perfect time here. So we might get a few friends and family in on this draft. I see my guy Corey Holt in chat. What's going on, Corey? Rick Majerus, my man, warm water. Let's go, Rick. Warm water season, baby. He says, let's get Siege on the show to discuss cancel culture. I don't know. I mean, DC, Siege, he's your attorney. So can you get the attorney on the phone?
I would love nothing more than to do a basketball show with Mr. Kaltenbach. So hopefully we can make that happen.
That would be that'd be a one of a kind show. I think I would
It'd
say
just be hot takes flying all over the place. It'd be great.
Well, and like all of our teams would be dead because if you only have a few 20% owned guys in best ball, like you're just drawing dead immediately. From what I read on Twitter. So that was Siege giving the advice to some poor soul, just letting him know, like, dude, you're already dead. You only have one guy over 20%. And yeah, I guess that's how it is. My first question to you is, Tomcat, the big MLB guy, the winner over here, Tomcat. Yes. He shipped, like 200K or something like that, DC?
I think it was 250 for the Tomcat, if I recall correctly. Huge win.
50. Unbelievable. But DC, my first question I got to ask you is, how many guys do you have 7.9% of in best ball?
All of them. I'm perfectly balanced across the field. Nothing that happens during the first 14 weeks will matter at all to me because I've got the same the same exposure. But I got to do more drafts with you, JC. I got the 1 pick here. You love to see it. I don't got too many 1 picks so far.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that logo. You got the 1 pick. I'm down here in the 7. So
good.
I'm just,
Get away from me. I don't want to be next to you.
In the slums down here at the 7 pick. It's fine. I see a few people that I know for sure. My guy, our guy Corey Holt here in the 4 spot. If you're in this draft with us, let us know where you're picking from. Jim Jerry's down here at 11. I might be missing people. So if I'm missing you, let us know where you're at. Siege, Big T, JSU, Quad Box. That might be too much. Like that might be like too much alpha in one room. I don't know if we could handle a stream that big.
You wouldn't be able to hear anybody because everybody would be talking at the same time. It'd be a disaster.
It would definitely be a disaster. I don't even know like who would win because we'd all just be disregarding what we were talking about when we start talking. We just ramble over each other. So like no one would ever win an argument. We'd all just like disagree.
The people that complain when the show's not on topic, they wouldn't like that show. I think it would devolve rather quickly.
Yeah, I already have a tendency to get off topic. Can you imagine if we had Siege on? Because Siege would force you off topic, like that. That's for sure. Amon Ra. Oh my God, Amon Ra goes there. What are we doing? Okay, fine. DC, are you a CMC drafter or are you a JT over CMC?
I usually go CMC, but I mix that one up a little bit. I honestly don't love that like 5 through 8 spot. I feel like
I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm Amon Ra every time, DC.
yeah. I take more Amon Ra than those guys too. Yep.
I'm gonna take JT. I'm gonna take JT here. Because I'm with you. Like normally I'm Amon Ra, but if I get into that spot, I know a lot of people are probably CMC. I don't know. I feel like either way, I don't love it, but like JT at 7, CMC probably has higher upside. But before Daniel Jones got hurt, DC, I mean JT was like on a friggin' tear. I mean, he was like wrecking fantasy football.
I'm a little worried about the 49ers in general, man. They got some old dudes. CMC, Mike Evans, Kittle. I mean, it seems like a kind of a fragile roster there to me.
So you're worried about the substation?
I'm definitely worried about the substation.
Yeah. Can it just not attack Stribling? Can it just like attack everybody else but Dejon Stribling?
You chasing Stribling up the board these days?
No. But I got a lot.
Got a lot early. All right.
I got a lot early. Yeah. My average draft pick for Dejon Stribling is like 175 or 181 or something. Like it's something pretty good. So majority of I stopped drafting him when he started going past like the 140s, 130s. Well,
what's the point of even drafting? I mean, you already got the winner. If you got Stribling at 180, contest is over.
Well, contest does change a little bit, so you could still get it. But I agree. The contest is over. Dejon Stribling was going at 180. You lost. I won.
Did you get any of that 6th round Ashton Genty during that 4-hour period when everyone thought he died?
No, and Sacrilegious told me there was a 555 drafter who got him at like 100 or something like that because it was right when the news came out and everyone was like, he's dead and stuff. Are you Bowers, AJ Brown, or Hampton? I know you're not Hampton, so Bowers or AJ Brown?
I usually go Bowers in this spot.
Okay, that's what I go to. So he said that people just kept passing on him, and he had a drafter in his Discord, and it was like the 6th round, and I guess the tool was telling him to take Ashton Genty, and he's like, should I? And Sack was like, I think you should, even though we don't know, I think you should. And they just kept passing on him. So I guess he just kept falling down the board till someone finally... Yes. Can you imagine getting Ashton Genty at like pick 100 or something like that?
Hope you got the rest of the draft right. That's an important one for you to nail the rest of the picks around it.
Honestly, though, do you even have to? Like in a 555 where you already don't have to have like the perfect roster, DC, you really don't have to nail every pick. You just can't really fuck up your first, like 4 or 5 picks pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice start for those few people that got it. Not too many of them out there.
Rick Majera says we don't want darts talk. Well, then we can't have Siege on. I mean, no darts talk, no Siege. That's the way it goes. DC, you're almost up on the clock right here. You obviously started Gibbs, of course. Why would any brain dead human being go Bijan? Now you're up for the turn. What's the turn path for you? Is it always double tap wide receiver?
This looks pretty easy to me. Yeah, London, a couple picks behind ADP here. Feel a little worried about that Atlanta offense, but London's an alpha. and I love George Pickens as well. So yeah, pretty easy double tap wide receiver there for me.
Are you always like what about if Neighbors is there? Like if Neighbors is there, are you still Pickens over Neighbors?
I would have taken Neighbors there.
Okay.
I got a little bit when he was going. What was he going, like fourth round for a while? Third,
Yeah.
fourth round.
For a while, yeah,
Uh,
fourth round, yeah.
and I've kind of stopped, kind of like with your scribbling thing, where you got the discount. So I'll still take him past ADP, but I don't reach further than that to get him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nico Collins, another guy that's kind of going a little bit earlier now. I do think I have Nico slightly ahead of George Pickens, but I think it's close. I'm with you. Drake London is probably just a really good pick when you're talking about the end of the second round.
Yeah, I think
I
so
know
too.
it's the quarterback thing that's throwing him off, but I mean, he was good with Penix, so why can't he be good again with Penix, who's not very good, but he's good enough to get Drake London the football.
Did you see the quote that Tua just like not good enough to be named the starter? Like they
Yeah,
wanted him.
he's that bad. He's terrible.
He's just
I mean,
awful.
what do we
I mean,
expect? I don't know what we were expecting. Honestly, I'm Devontae Smith here all day. That's the. Are you out on Devontae Smith? Because I know people are. I feel like everyone's either totally in or totally out.
yeah, I guess I'm kind of neutral there. I'll take him around ADP, but not someone I'm reaching for. I wonder a little bit about his ability to like fill the AJ Brown role full time, just with his kind of lack, smaller stature, getting pressed at the line, that kind of thing. But at pick 30, yeah, I think he's a good pick.
Yeah. Pick 31,
Yeah.
2 picks past ADP. Gets a chance to be the full alpha. I mean, we've seen, what happens when like AJ goes off the field for a little bit and he gets a chance. We've seen it like, and he was obviously really good in college. You know what I mean? So he has shown. And don't forget, like his draft class, there's some like absolute alpha banger receivers that came out of that draft class. And he showed like in that draft class, like he can be one of the best. So
Hmm.
I think the hang up with a lot of people in Devontae is Hurts. It just has to be because Hurts is a polarizing, quarterback. I think people think he's a good fantasy quarterback, but not as much of like a real life quarterback. I think is a general kind of take on Jalen Hurts, and I think it's hurting Devontae Smith just a little bit because in my
Yeah.
eyes, Devontae Smith is right there with George Pickens, and I don't think people see it that way. Maybe because Dallas's offense people view as just better for passing attack, but Devontae Smith is the main game in town, and George Pickens has to deal with CeeDee Lamb. So I feel like that kind of evens it out a little bit, but that's just me right there. David Montgomery goes at the 3-4 turn. Another guy that's been kind of falling in a lot of drafts, so I'm kind of shocked to see the 3-4 turn. I actually like David Montgomery, but I feel like that's a little too soon. What are you doing here with like that running back range of like David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, ETN? These guys are kind of all bunched together. DC, Byshell Tootin. Do you have like a strong take on any of those?
I like Monty. I wouldn't pull him up and reach for him.
Hmm.
And I'm not buying the like 50, close to 50-50 timeshare with Woody Marks. I just simply don't believe it. So I think it's going to be mostly Montgomery. They got a great defense. They're going to want to run the ball. They're going to have short fields. I think when possible, they'll want to hide CJ Stroud. So I think if it goes, I think if Houston has a pretty good year, I mean, Montgomery could score, 12, 13 touchdowns, I think. So I do like him. Maybe better of a better underdog pick, right? Because of the lack of receptions and kind of a touchdown heavy player. But I think he's going to have a good year. I mean, Houston went out and got him. I mean, the Lions, they let him go to a team where he could get more work. And yeah, I think he's going to get it for Houston.
Are you Brees or ETN here?
ETN.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I like
I'm
Brees.
I'm
I like
Brees.
Brees too, though. Yeah. Just with
Yeah,
the Kamara injury, I think ETN's going to get all the work, especially early.
yeah. No, I like ETN. I'm actually ahead of ADP on both, but I am higher on Hall, and I think we're getting a massive discount on Hall because of the groin issue, and I'm just taking the massive discount. There's been times ETN will fall into the 5th round. DC in some of these drafts. So I don't normally see Brees fall like that. So it's like, screw it. I'll take Brees Hall in the 4th round just about every time. I do have 3 week 13 buys to start this draft. JT, Brees Hall, and I think Brock Bowers is he 13 as well? Yeah, he's 13. So week 13, I'm gonna be hurting DC.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not a bye week bro. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
You,
Screw
I mean,
those
you got your
buys.
draft assistant there. That does the work for you. I didn't know I was drafting against a cheater over here. I'm raw
Yeah.
dogging at JSU. I don't have a draft assistant. I don't have my own rankings uploaded. We're just going straight off the app here.
Shout out to the Leg Up Sidekick tool if you want to check it out. Appreciate those
Yeah.
guys. Let me draft with it. DC, you're back up here. No tool, but what are you doing? What's the DC rank say?
We're going Jameson Williams. Hopefully get that Goff stack later with Gibbs, Williams. And then second pick, is Josh Jacobs going to be suspended? I don't think so. What do you think?
I mean, dude, I don't get it. Like, I swear, some of these teams, their players can do no wrong and not get suspended, no matter what they do. And then, like Josh Jacobs, I felt all summer like no way he gets suspended, and now they're like, oh well, they're possibly thinking about it. I still don't believe it, but I don't know, man. I honestly I don't have a good feel either way. All summer though, I was like, no.
I'm a little worried Jacobs getting kind of washed up a little bit too. So I went Parker Washington there. So I got
Yeah.
Gibbs as the what do we call it? An anchor? No, hero running back. I feel like every draft you make has to have some sort of name. So hero running back here at Gibbs, and then London, Pickens, Jameson Williams, Parker Washington. Gotta say, I kind of like that wide receiver room.
Yeah, the wide receiver room is these. I swear, these like first and second. I feel like the draft. It's got to be very similar for a lot of people, where it's like they get their stud running back or their hero, like DC said, and then they get like wide receiver, because it's just so loaded at wide receiver in those spots. It's kind of tough to not go like at the turn 2, 3 wide receiver. Josh Jacobs falls all the way back to me here at 55. Maybe this draft is also worried that Josh Jacobs might be suspended.
Yeah.
DC. I feel like this is too much of a fall. I think it's too much of a fall. I'm gonna take the ADP fall on Josh Jacobs. I do kind of agree with what you were saying though about maybe he's a little bit past it, just maybe. Also, I think the Green Bay offensive line could be slightly worse. I think they could be forced into more games where they're having to throw more. I've talked about this before. They just signed Jonnu Smith too. I don't know if you saw that recent signing. I think that's more to do with the fact that Luke Musgrave is just, it feels like he's always banged up. Even when he got the chance to be like a player last year, DC, he really didn't do anything to like actually take the role or take advantage of it, show them anything. So it kind of makes sense to me why they go out and get a Jonnu Smith. But I also think it might hurt a little Jaden Reed, because maybe they can play more 12 with Jonnu out there, who's kind of he's very versatile as a player. You know what I mean? You can kind of line him up all over the field. So I do think that gives them more versatility. But yeah, I could see a path where Jacobs just, he's got a lot of mileage if Josh Jacobs. So
ton of touches over the last 5-6 years in the NFL, even in college before that. There's a lot of wear on those tires for Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, definitely a lot of wear. Murray Line. You guys got any MLB best ball teams left? I got 2 in the 3rd round. DC, what do you have left?
Yeah, 2 left, but rough first 3 days for those teams. Still time to come back, but not looking super optimistic at the moment.
Yes, rough. But somehow there's a team that has Cal Raleigh in my. I still don't understand that, but you know, it is what it is. Stevie Boynton in chat. What's going on, brother? Another guy grinding the best ball streets here. He said he's at 140 drafts. So DC, we're putting in work late over here at Run Pure to get some best ball teams through.
Yeah, yours are all fast drafts, right? Do you do any slow drafts at all?
I did. I was telling Sack yesterday because he asked me the same question. I did 30 in the Superflex contest over on UD because it was gonna fill, and I was already at like 120. So I was like, I want a 150 this, but I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it is if I just throw the last 30 in. So out of my 733 drafts now, 734, I think 30 of them are slows. The rest are fast.
Yeah, makes sense. I think Boynton's a slow draft grinder.
Oh yeah, Boynton's definitely in the slow draft streets here for sure. All right, let's see. I'm not a Carnell Tate drafter, DC. I know you're a college football guy though. What's any rookies? These early rookies? Any of these guys like Jadarian Price, Carnell Tate? I mean, Jordan Tyson got banged up, so I guess he doesn't count now. But like, what are you doing with these like earlier rookies like Carnell Tate who just went there at 65?
I'm kind of out on Carnell Tate, man. I don't trust Cam Ward or that offense. I think Tate's going to be the X. I think it's going to be tough to get, kind of easy targets, especially with Wandale there, right? I think he's going to lead that team in receptions. He's the Titan I like the best. So I'm out on Tate. I do like Lemon, and I was kind of in on Tyson too, obviously before the injury. Tyson fallen, man, to like pick what 140 or something now.
Yep.
I think he's kind of an interesting pick there. Obviously, you could easily take a zero. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't play at all. But man, if you get a 13th round Tyson back to your team in week 9 or whatever it is, could be a pretty nice pick in the best ball playoffs.
Yeah, it could definitely be, at that point in the draft, if you can get him back after like 8 weeks and he stays healthy, I mean, he has a chance to definitely do damage and help your team kind of get over the top. I haven't been clicking him a lot there, but I just worry, is he just a player that's just going to deal with injuries for a little bit until he like really figures it out? Kind of like Christian Watson, like really going and getting his body kind of studied and figuring out what was going on with the injuries. Marshawn Lloyd, like some of these guys, it took them a while to like fully figure it out. Maybe he's one of those guys. I don't know. I just like that's kind of the feel I get with him. But he was injured coming in to like the whole draft process and everything like that. And then he still goes super early in the draft, and we're like, okay, like they must be not worried about it. And then there was already reports like during early camp and stuff like that, they were just being cautious with them and stuff. And he'd practice one day, he'd kind of take a limited approach another day. It's like that's not great. And then of course he gets hurt early on, and you're like, fuck, this sucks, because he seemed like the most exciting of all the prospects.
Awesome player in college, really fun guy to watch. Hopefully he can get healthy. But I think that was his like 4th hamstring injury in the last 12 months, something like that. So yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's gonna have. I think they have a week 8 bye, or maybe week 7. So hopefully back after that. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think week 8 is the bye week there.
Yep.
Dejan Stribling goes at pick. What's that? 77. There, DC. All right. I am we have Devontae Smith, so let's just take Hurts. Let's get our stack there. Are you big on any of these like this like quarterback range here? You got like Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Drake May, Matthew Stafford kind of goes pretty early in this one, but Corey Holtz is probably trying to get his stack for sure. Joe Burrow. Are you like really into any of these guys?
I mean, Goff is my favorite quarterback, kind of in that 70 to 110 range. But honestly, what I build in the first few rounds kind of dictates where I'm going at quarterback. I mean, I'm pretty, obviously sometimes you try to push it, right, to get more value, but I really do want to get my, stacks with my top wide receivers if I can. So that kind of mostly dictates my quarterback strategy, just kind of depending draft to draft who I got at wide receiver.
McNick says Dejan Stribling at 77. Forgot we were on draft playings for a second. Yeah. It's DraftKings. Anything is possible, DC, when drafting on DraftKings. That's why you should come draft on DraftKings. All right, you like those? You like those picks? You get them all the time here on DK. We talked about David Montgomery going at the 3-4 turn. You got Dejan Stribling at 77. come have some fun, right? DC, the streets are wild on DK.
Yeah, the best time to draft is 2 a.m. Eastern time on Friday or Saturday night after people get back from the bars. You get some wild drafts in those. Like
Do,
half
do
the
you
half the room half the room auto drafts like goes to sleep. It's great.
do you actually rip some at that
Oh
time?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm up, I'm ripping the late night drafts. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to do this one time when my kid wakes up in the middle of the night. I'm gonna have to be like, all right, hold that cry for a sec, kid. All right, I know we gotta change
Yeah.
that shit diaper, but I gotta get in a draft real quick before we
Yeah. Hold your
start
horses,
getting
guys. Yeah,
down.
I
So
gotta make my picks here.
yeah, you gotta get them. Lee, we'll definitely rip at least one more for sure. Um, yeah, I'm with Goodfellas here. Like I like Stribling a lot, but like damn, he's just shooting up to the point where it's like forcing me to not even think about him at this point. And
Look at
and
that.
I'm with him.
You're on the clock here. Eight
Yep.
quarterbacks win in round 7. That's pretty crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. Josh Downs or Jaden Reed. I'm a Josh Downs guy.
Yeah.
But he's a week 13 bye. That's the problem. Oh fuck it. I'm still a Josh Downs drafter. We still believe. I don't care about the Alec Pierce stuff. DC, are you worried about the Alec Pierce stuff?
Man, I don't. Uh, I've got some Pierce when he falls, but I'm a little worried Pierce isn't going to be fully healthy and I mean, he's just like a deep target guy. I don't really think his role is going to change, especially after missing all of that, all of training camp more or less. I'll be surprised if his role changes a ton, Pierce, and if it doesn't, I think it's kind of got to be Josh Downs, even with Keenan Allen there.
Yeah. I'm not honestly, I think Alec Pierce, just the way he plays, it's got to help one of Keenan Allen or Josh Downs because you need a field stretcher to open up the underneath stuff, right, DC? Like
Mhm.
the Keenan Allen or Josh Downs stuff is not going to be as effective if you don't have that guy to kind of go deep, and that's Alec Pierce's role. You know what I mean? He is that like intermediate and deep down the field type of receiver that I mean every team needs. Every team needs a guy like this on the outside that can do this because, like I said, it really helps. The problem is who is winning that the underneath stuff between Josh Downs and Keenan Allen because every place Keenan goes, he finds a way to win. You know what I mean? Like he just finds a way to like win out in these situations. But I also believe Josh Downs is the much more talented player at this point in time in their two careers. So
Yeah.
it's a tough one for me to weigh because I'm a huge Keenan fan. I love Keenan Allen, but I think Josh Downs' talent, like we're finally going to see Josh Downs in two wide receiver sets, and I feel like that's huge.
Yeah, hopefully. But
Yeah.
that Colts room does get a little bit crowded if everybody's healthy with Lauren, Pierce, Keenan. Jonathan Taylor's going to get a lot of work and then down. So we'll see. But I do like those Colts stacks. They were like the best offense in the league before Danny Dimes went down. So if they can do something like that, I think Downs would be a good pick.
Yeah. No, I'll go Mackay. Screw it. All right.
I like it.
I might as well just lean into that game there real quick. So we've got nice little Philly stack going right there. Receivers, I need to make some. I need to make some up on the receiver position here, DC. But you're the opposite. Your receivers are absolutely crushing it here. You got Drake London, Pickens, J-Mo, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, and then you did get your Jared Goff stack with Gibbs and J-Mo. So we're kind of opposite there. Your running backs are a little light, but I feel like with Gibbs, you can do it because like Gibbs, Bijan, and JT might fit this list too. But like Gibbs, Bijan, I feel very comfortable with like doing this approach pretty
If
much
Gibbs is healthy, he's going to be in your lineup every single week.
every week. Yeah.
And if he's not, you're kind of cooked anyway. So I think it's fine to go lighter at running back when you get, especially Gibbs, who, trolling tweets aside, I do think he's like very, very clearly the best pick on the board.
Yeah, Cubs, DK, if you max the $25, they're giving back $375. Make sure you opt in But yeah, if you go to the promos page, you should see it. If you max that $25 and you opt into that promo, they're giving back 375 off the rip. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, honestly, by DK. If you're planning to max it anyways, or you were like on the fence about it, but you're kind of close to maxing it, you know.
That they got me. They probably got me to do an extra 100 drafts for the 15 free ones.
I think they're gonna get a lot of people
They
with that
got me.
promo.
They got me good.
uh, all right, I'm almost back up here on the clock. Man, it feels like I'm constantly up and you're like never up, DC. When we do, because I'm at 7, so I'm always like in the middle.
For streaming purposes, it's better to be on the end, right? You don't have to
way better.
be monitoring
It's way
somewhere.
better. Let's see. Michael Pittman. Oh, well, I was going to ask you Michael Pittman or Casey Concepcion, but I think that makes it a little easier for me.
Who'd you get?
I'm getting KC. Pittman went.
I like Casey over Pittman.
Yeah. Pittman seems kind of boring. Casey seems fun, even though he's got the great Deshaun Watson at quarterback. DC, I got to get Deshaun Watson take from you. I asked Sacrilegious this yesterday. What is, if you had to set a line, how many games does Deshaun Watson start? And it doesn't have to be in a row. Just like how many games in 2026 does Deshaun Watson start?
2. I think he starts the first 2 games and then gets benched for the Browns home opener. And Shadur Sanders is there to save the day.
So you set the line at 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5.
He set the line. Sack set the line at like 6.5, and I was like under immediately. I was like, give me all of the money on the under right there, because I kind of lean. I think what happens is the first 2 games are away from home, and then the third game is at home. I think what happens is the first 2 games they obviously lose. He looks bad, and then the third game, he gets replaced in the game at home. Like at some point during that game, he gets replaced. So I'm with you. I don't think he is long for the starting job, but either way, even if it was 6.5, are you drafting Deshaun Watson even if I told you he plays 7 games?
No chance I'm taking any Deshaun Watson. No.
Yeah, 0 shot. Yeah, I'm the same way. There are some people out there that disagree with us, though. So fans who can cheer when he comes on in the second. Yeah, I mean, the fans are gonna pretty much, unless he plays good, the fans are, if he plays good, the fans will cheer him. But if he plays bad, which is the most likely scenario, like, they're obviously gonna boo him. You know what I mean? Like,
he's been like the worst quarterback in the league over the last, basically for his entire Browns tenure since all the massage bullshit went down.
He was bad in Houston. People just like, he was a good fantasy quarterback, so people like glossed over that fact because he was really fun for fantasy, and he'd have these like fun fourth quarter like garbage time smash. You know what I mean? Where he'd get like a ton of points there, and everyone would be like, "Oh, he's really good." He was never that good, but that, you know, again, I think sometimes we forget that type of stuff. Malik Willis goes.
Guys clowning on my likely pick, which I actually don't really like likely either, but I didn't like that range. Yeah.
1, I think that's a tough range. I agree with you. 2, I've seen likely start to fall a little bit. I was kind of in on likely early in the season, and then he started to rise, and I'm like, nah. But I still didn't mind. He was like one of my favorite Giants, but now I'm like souring on all the Giants. I'm like, I don't know if I want this team, period.
I'm pretty low on the Giants as well. Yep.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's here. I am not a Kyler. You're a Minnesota guy. Are you a Kyler Murray drafter?
Only if I get Justin Jefferson, basically.
Yeah, this is a rough range here. You know what? I'm going to go Debo.
I almost took him as well.
I got the Philly stuff. You get the San Francisco week 17. Yeah, I like that. All right, so a little behind at QB, but I don't believe in the Kyler Murray stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna. That's probably one of my bigger fades is like Minnesota as a whole. I'm very low on Minnesota. I don't have a lot of Jefferson. I don't have a lot of Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason or Jordan Addison, even though I love Jordan Addison, the player. Um, like DC, I'm kind of really low on the team as a whole. Are you just the same way as me? Like you're just kind of low on Minnesota in general?
I'm probably pretty close to the field on the Vikings. Maybe my personal fandom biasing my picks there, but I mean, O'Connell has made every quarterback other than JJ McCarthy work, and Jefferson's been good with, frankly, pretty mediocre QB play. I'm of the belief that, like, as bad as, everyone realizes JJ McCarthy's bad, but I think he's like, I mean, I think he was by far the worst starting quarterback in the league last year, worse than most of the backups. And I do think we'll see a pretty big rebound from the Vikings offense, but not really getting that much of a discount on a Justin Jefferson, obviously, at the end of the first.
No, you're definitely not. Jacoby Lango is another high riser in
A lot
these
of helium.
drafts
A lot of
here.
helium.
A lot of helium. I am not a Khalil Shakir drafter, DC. I try to never
Yeah, I
click
never
the
take
button. I think I got to go DJ here. I got a bunch of Colts. Let's pair up Josh Downs and JT with some Daniel Jones here. And I needed a second quarterback. And my favorite second quarterback is gone in Malik Willis, who I love picking.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know you
looking.
love Malik Willis too, but
I was looking at him. I'm looking a little dicey at QB here for sure.
yeah, it stinks because we both love Goff, and him and Goff have the same bye week. So it
Mhm.
really sucks because it's like when you set up those stacks, it's like you immediately, I assume you want three quarterbacks. Like you don't want to have just a dead bye week quarterback.
No. You sometimes I'll take one of the scrubs, depending on the bye week, like a Mendoza. If it's a late bye week, you can kind of fill in with him. I think he'll be in after, I don't know,
But it's
5 or 6 weeks.
week 6, so it
Yeah,
sucks for
yeah,
Mendoza, like,
a little too risky there, I think. So yeah, it can be a tough spot.
yeah. Tutu to the Rams? Did he get released?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't see that
gonna
either. I'm looking that up right now.
taking two QBs here, or running backs rather. Washington, Rodriguez, and Coleman. You have preference between those
Oh, I
three?
think in your position, you got to go Rodriguez as one of them. And then who'd you say, Coleman or who?
Mike Washington.
Oh, man, that's so tough. I would have definitely said Coleman pre the injury. I think it's tougher to say Coleman now. I'd probably go Washington.
Yeah, I kind of need the early points, so we'll take
He
him.
he might get you those early points too. So that's kind of why I was like, the Dolphins are trading Tutu Atwell. Breaking news 8 minutes ago. Shout out to Murray Lime for breaking it. Dolphins are trading Tutu Atwell to the Rams in exchange for, running back Jaquez Hunter.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Hmm. That
Well,
is that.
it felt like DC, the coach Halfley was kind of on the outs with Ollie after they had that you know back and where he was like, you can't make those. I don't know if you saw, like, Ollie made like a boneheaded penalty or whatever, and he was pissed, and he's like, those are losing plays. Pretty much just called him out, and was like, that shit doesn't fly on our team. And oh
Probably a
look,
good sign for those Miami rookie wide receivers too, right? Both of those guys trending upward, I think.
I think a really good sign if you've been drafting Caleb Douglas. I think a great sign for Christopher Bell.
Yep.
Um, Even some of the other guys like Kevin Coleman might end up playing a little bit more. Um, oh shit, I'm back up here. Let's just go Keenan Allen. Let's get our stack. I feel like I'm going to get a pretty good receiver on the turn with my Colts stuff. Jordan Tyson goes right there. I figured he was going to go. DC, would you have went Tyson there, or would you went with the stack?
So you had
I had
okay,
the Colts, so I had like Daniel Jones and JT and Josh Downs. So
yeah.
I
No,
went
I like
Keenan.
going for the stack there with Keenan.
Yeah. I went Keenan Allen. What about Jaquez Hunter, DC? What do we think that he could end up being the two? I mean, it felt like they didn't love Jalen Wright. I know they don't love Ollie Gordon. Like Jacquez Hunter, he did get picked by the Rams. Was he a third round pick? What was he?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, he's an interesting pick at this point. At this point in the uh, best ball cycle, like getting the players that haven't been drafted at all,
At
right?
all? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like no one is
yeah.
drafted Jacquez. Well, I would assume no one is
We
drafted
could be
Jacquez.
the first one,
Well,
Jay.
yeah, exactly. Like, eh, what was he though? Does anyone? I'm gonna figure it out here real quick. I feel like he was a third or fourth round pick, but I could be wrong. Jacquez Hunter was okay. He was a fourth round pick, 117. All right. Yeah, I mean, he probably could walk on and just be the best or second best running back on the team. Wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah.
And I think it signals that maybe they weren't happy with the RB2 and 3 to begin with.
Well, you talked about the Ollie Gordon stuff, and then I mean, I haven't heard too much about him this camp, but it doesn't seem like the coaches really liked Jalen Wright much before either. So that could make some sense.
Yeah, I saw some beats talking about how like he still hasn't learned. He's just trying to like make the big play instead of like doing the right thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, doesn't sound amazing for him in general. Okay, I do probably want a third quarterback. I definitely don't want a running back. I get why it's saying, well, actually, all my running backs have the same. They two of them have 11 and two of them have 13. Should I go tank DC or should I go with a wide receiver? What do you think?
Hmm. What does your assistant say there?
It says tank. I'm gonna go Malik Washington though.
I,
I,
I wouldn't take Tank. I think Tank might be kind of dusty.
Well, it's definitely leaning into the stack in a spot where I didn't really love the position, but I don't know. I feel like the more I'm thinking about this helps all the Miami guys. Not just like one, it helps like a bunch of them, I think. So because in the beginning we were like, oh, they've got Jalen Tolbert, they've got Tutu Atwell, they got Malik Washington. They've got at least like guys that can like slow roll the rookies. You know what I mean? And now with them trading one of the vets and Christopher Bell, there's like positivity on Christopher Bell news. It's like, okay, maybe these rookies they're just ready to play these rookies earlier than we'd expect. So I think it makes me bullish on like Miami as a whole in a way.
Some good vibes out of Miami. We'll see. Obviously,
Yeah.
Malik Willis a big question mark, but I've got some optimism for them for sure.
I definitely have some optimism too, as well. I mean, at least optimism in the standpoint, like I think two of these late Miami guys can be pretty good picks.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking the 14th to 20th round DC. Like two of these guys, I think do well at their ADPs.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've been drafting a lot of the Miami rookies late.
Jim Jerry says his team is ass. Good luck to everyone. Okay, so Jim is already conceding that me and DC and everyone else in this draft have whooped his ass. I like that. Appreciate you hanging out.
I don't think it looks too bad, Jim. I think you're all right.
DFS wants me to turn off the dinging. I can. Just because you asked so nicely.
Every time it goes off, I panic and think I'm on the clock, and it's just you.
That's actually very fair. That's very fair. DC, someone that I hate even looking at on my board right now is Omar Cooper. I can't do it. What's an Omar? Do you have a Jets take?
I think they'll be okay. I mean, his playing time prospects aren't looking great right now, but
No.
you're getting a first round receiver at like pick 190. I mean, how bad can it really be?
He plays for the Jets.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, I'm not banging the drum for him, but he's fallen a long way.
He has fallen a long way. Yeah, he has. But I hated him. Honestly, I hated him when he was going there. And then I was like, oh, well, he's a first round pick. Like I said the same thing to myself. And it's like, the more I think about it, it's like Garrett Wilson's just alpha. Like he is. Like Garrett Wilson's an alpha. Brees Hall, alpha. how much room do they have left for AD, who I love?
I've
And
taken a lot of AD Mitchell, so I'm kind of out on the Cooper
well,
thing.
that's another reason why I didn't like Cooper where he was going to begin with, was like AD's going like 40 picks later, and we're really making this like AD's fucking good, man. He's really, really good. He just made some boneheaded plays and it didn't work out. But I really like the AD Mitchell. I pulled out Jalen McMillan at 175. I think he's a great falling value right now. I think it's because of the injury, um, which, you know, Ibuka's injured. He's a little banged up, but they'll be back. DC, I'll take my chances in a good offense with some Jalen McMillan.
Yeah, yeah. A little worried about the injury with him. It's been a while, right? With McMillan and Egbuka too. I'm starting to get concerned about. I haven't been taking much Egbuka over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, Ibuka, the toe is definitely scaring me a little bit. I didn't even realize DC said Tank was washed and then took him. I didn't even realize that. That's Did
Oh,
you
I thought you were
notice?
talking about Tank Dell.
No, take Bigsby. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah,
That's okay. It's okay. When you said Tank was washed, I
yeah.
was
That
thinking
wouldn't make
in
any
my
sense.
head,
You
I
should
was
have called
like,
me out for that one, JSU.
I
Thanks
was
for being nice.
I was thinking in my head, I was like, Tank Bigsby washed. I'm like,
Yeah,
what? And I
that
was
would be
like,
a, that would be
it
a, that would
is
be a
what it is.
strange take for sure.
But honestly, I was like in my head, I was like, I don't really want to draft Tank anyways. So
Yeah,
when you said it, I was just
we'll
like,
go with that.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. That is funny though.
Whatever confirms your priors, you'll go with, no matter how ridiculous it sounds.
DC's talking about Tank Dell. I do agree with you. Tank Dell just might it might be over for Tank
I
Dell.
mean,
I
he
hope
can't
I'm
even like
wrong.
practice back-to-back days, and it's been the thing is too, JSU. It's like, oh, he might not be ready for week one. It's like he's been out for 2 years. Now you're gonna say he needs like one more week? That just doesn't make any sense to me, just logically. So
No,
I'm worried about Tank Dell.
I'm worried about it. I missed this one, but Sweetleaf says I'm creeping up on 1,000 drafts. Only two were slows, no autos. Damn, that's a lot. That's a grind right there. Respect. I'm
Yeah.
back up on the clock here. Let's see. What do I got going here? 2481. Cade. Actually, I'm gonna go Chris Bell. Fuck it, I don't care.
You built out that wide receiver depth pretty nice.
Yeah, I do think this team is gonna have to be 9 or 10 receivers, but I feel like I've attacked it pretty good since
You
the
do any
start.
3 running back builds if you start 3 in a row?
I've never done the 3, but I've done 4 a lot,
Yeah.
where I just take 4, and I'm like, I don't know if this build I'll just take 4, but like, just only because the Josh Jacobs suspension thing, I might need, I might need one extra running back. But if I wasn't worried about that, I think this team could be a 4 running back team.
Yeah.
You know, it's always nice though when you get like okay, you go CMC, Achane, Jeremiah Love. Would you go 3 there?
I've got a couple 3 running back teams, yeah, but it's basically got to be 3 in the first 4 picks to even consider it.
Yeah, it's definitely got. I think the problem with 3 in the 20 round drafts is that you just have like so many rounds, and it's like you could probably easily get like one more running back and it not be a
Right.
huge deal to your team. So for me, that's why I've never done the 3. It's like I've done 4 where I'll do 3 running backs early and then I'll take one guy late. You know what I mean? As like like a Keelan Black or someone that has like contingency upside probably, but not like early points or anything like that. But I don't need those. That's probably the way. Or I just take 4 in the first like 5 or 6 rounds and then just be done.
Yeah, I just took. I'm on the king of contingency running backs here. Last 3 picks: Tank Bigsby, Ray Davis, Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, there you go. And you got your quarterback room is Jared Goff and Bryce Young.
Not great.
I'll tell you right now, you better hope Jared Goff is MVP.
I,
If he's
I got
MVP,
faith.
this
Goff's
team
gonna carry
is.
me. I don't even need Bryce Young. He's just a luxury pick there.
Yeah, you don't need him. He's fine. Uh, well, I'm gonna take my. Mm, how many more picks do I have left? Yeah, 4 picks. Okay, I'm gonna take my last receiver here. The goat, Ted Hurst. Just keep building my Hurst bags, DC.
He was in the queue.
I just keep building them. Just keep building them. And
Keep building up.
DFS 79 says I have a nice team outside of McMillian. Well, if McMillian, who went at 175, is hurt or banged up or whatever, I have Ted Hurst, who just
There you
comes
go.
in and is a beast. Because I do think that bet is kind of correlated, where it's like if McMillian is hurt, DC, I think it's a direct path to Ted Hurst just being on the field a ton.
Agreed. He seems like a spike week kind of player where there's probably going to be a lot of low scores, but I think he'll get some long touchdowns from Baker as well.
I think he'll get some long touchdowns, but I also think DC just the way he plays, he's physical, he's tall, he's strong. Like I think they're gonna roll him out in like the inside the 10-yard line for just some of those like jump balls.
Yep.
Where they're just going to kind of throw it to because they don't have anybody else to do that on their team. And, Baker did it a lot with Mike Evans. I am not saying Ted Hurst is Mike Evans. Do not get it construed. But what I'm saying is this is a guy at least he can throw the ball up to like that and try and high point it. Whereas all the other guys, I think is not as much in their repertoire as much as it could be with Ted Hurst.
Yeah.
So that's why I like taking some Ted Hurst. He does have the ability for some big plays, but I think he also has the ability to just get some kind of cheap, short yardage touchdowns in the goal line area.
The end of these drafts getting a little rough with all the. I feel like all the good picks getting pulled up the board recently.
They have. That's why you got to get new good picks.
Yeah.
you gotta get new ones, DC. Okay, Pat Frymuth goes. This is what I mean, like tight end. Look at the state of tight end right now. Look at this. This is gross, DC. I mean, Charlie Kollar's not even here for me.
Oh,
what is going on?
Ugh.
What is going on here? I gotta take David Njoku.
Yuck.
Okay, that's gross. This is where my team just went downhill. My team was rolling, DC. The good thing is I have Brock Bowers. That's the good thing with this team.
You don't need a lot else if you got Brock Bowers. You'll be all right.
That's kind of the way I'm looking. That's kind of the way I'm hoping.
What are your thoughts on Tesla? Because I got Goff. I don't like it in general. Seems like the vibes are going against him, but I don't know.
I have so much Tesla, DC, and I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately terrified that maybe he's just not it, but I'm with you. I have a ton of Goff and Caleb. So like the correlation with the week 17 stuff. So I have a ton of Tesla.
Yeah. The problem with it for my team is I think Tesla's path to playing time as Jameson goes down, who I have. So I don't love having them on the same team, but with Goff and way behind ADP, probably pulling the trigger here on Tesla anyway.
See, I think Tesla has two kind of outs. Like I think if Sam Laporta went down, it would actually help him too. Not that they play the same position, but I think in the red zone, Sam Laporta is one of their heavy usage guys. And if Sam Laporta goes down, like Tesla maybe gets a few extra, jump balls or something like that. Because the one thing he doesn't separate well, but the one thing he does do well is he will just like go and make some crazy ass catches where the defender is all over him and he'll still
that's
find
literally
a way
all
to
he does is make spectacular end zone catches. It's kind of nuts. It seems frankly pretty unsustainable, but yeah, we'll see.
It does, but then you see like practice stuff and like his highlights are all the same thing. They're just like ridiculous catches that he doesn't beat a defender, but just goes up over one and just comes
Dude,
down with it.
given his ball skills, dude must be an absolute trash route runner not to be able to get on the field.
Has to be. I mean, no Khalif Raymond now. He has no excuse not to get on the field a little bit, right?
Yeah,
And I'm back up here. Malik Davis goes. DC, do we do it? Do we take Jaquez Hunter?
do it.
Do we be the first one to take Jaquez Hunter here?
If you don't take him, I'm going to take him.
Chat, do we do it?
Not even
We're gonna
around
do it.
20. Pulling the trigger early.
Yeah, pulling the trigger early. 19. Who,
Jump on the
dude,
board
you
on
said it. Who gives a shit? Look at who's going. I mean, Keon Coleman's going, Bryce Lance, Antonio Williams from Washington, who they just brought in, Stephon Diggs, Malik Davis is now getting pushed up to the 19th round. Just go get the guy you want at this point. Like, I don't know. I'll take a chance here. I already got some Miami, so might as well just build out that team stack a little bit. No, he'd be my RB5, Grant.
Someone was asking about if we're worried about, Puka with the 2-2 trade. I don't think so. I mean, like he could not even come anywhere close to filling the Puka role if he went down. So I wouldn't be worried about that with Puka. You could be worried about other stuff, but I wouldn't be worried about 2-2.
I mean, yeah, from the standpoint, are we worried that they went out and they traded back for a guy that knows the offense this late in like camp and stuff like that? Maybe that trends to like Puka being a little banged up, but it's not like Tutu can like actually fill the void. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they felt like the other wide receivers behind those guys like Puka and Adams weren't giving them anything. Like maybe Mumfield and some of these other guys just weren't doing what they wanted them to do for the little playing time they'd get. And they're like, screw it. We're not using Hunter because they're not using Hunter. We can get a guy back for Hunter. Let's just do that.
It's probably a spot where, the Dolphins, like their rookie wide receivers, they realized Tutu wasn't going to play. And the Rams are good with Kyron and Corum. So get a guy in there who knows the offense, get some depth. I wouldn't read too much into it.
It does feel like McVay really does like Tutu. I mean, they gave him that contract, like, and then they trade back for him here. I don't know. But yeah, it does feel like the team, like one team needed a running back, wasn't going to use the vet receiver, called up a team that maybe was looking for a receiver or the other way around. Who knows? And it just worked out well. So, yeah, is what it is. I am back up here. So my build, I've got a 2-5-10-2 build here. I don't think there are any quarterbacks. No. So we're going to go with Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones. I don't really take... DC, do you take any of these quarterbacks, even as flyers, like Tua, Sanders, Carson Beck, any of those guys?
I'm okay with Sanders. I think he's going to get in there early and make some starts, but only if I need to, cover a bye. I mean, frankly, my team right now with Goff and Bryce Young is my only QBs would be a good team to take him, but I don't know. He's going to suck even if he plays.
All right. I'm going to take Darnell Washington here.
You taking any Troy Franklin late?
I haven't really clicked him that much, DC, but I don't think he's a terrible... Is he still on the board?
Yeah, 232. Most of these drafts now he doesn't even go. I mean, he's not going to play much to start the year, but I think one injury and he could be out there. Had a pretty good year last year. I think there's some talent there, so I don't mind him.
And some Bo Nix familiarity, you know what I mean? Those guys that played together before, like, they have good chemistry, it feels like. I don't hate it. The Malik Benson stuff is interesting. Are you buying into that? Like, the Raiders have no good receivers. Yeah. It's not crazy to me that at some point in the year they just get fed up with Naylor and or Tucker, Jack Bash, whoever, right? And they just start rolling him out.
I'm going full boomer here with my 9th running back.
Alec Pierce was activated today off the pup. He should start practicing. I think he was already, I don't know if he was like full practice, but like he was already out there. I saw him, running a route in a video today. So he was definitely out there in practice. I don't know exactly what he was doing. It wasn't against defense, what I saw, but he was out there moving. So yeah, that's good for him. DC, let's just quickly run down our teams and then we'll hop in another draft here. Let's start with yours. You went with a 2-9-7-2 build here. Interesting build. 9 running backs.
I got the first string jitters, JSU. I was panicking with this.
The 9 running back stuff. So we got to touch on that, but let's go through the team here. Gibbs, London, Pickens, J-Mo, Parker Washington, Jonathan Brooks, Tucker Kraft, Jaden Reed, Jared Goff, Isaiah Likely, Jalen Coker, Chris Rodriguez, Mike Washington Jr., Bryce Young, Tank Bigsby, Ray Davis, Emmett Johnson, Keelan Black, Isaac Tesla, and Damon Claiborne. You were actually talking about Claiborne in the Discord, asking people who's on the Claiborne train last pick. So I do got to touch on that. But just break down this team, 2 quarterbacks. I feel like you might have got maybe sniped on a few that you were hoping for, but talk about that. And then obviously the 9 running backs.
Yeah, waited a little bit, maybe too far on quarterback. Was hoping Love was going to get back to me at like pick whatever it was, like 124. Didn't happen, so was in a little bit of a bind there. Had to go with Bryce Young as my second quarterback, which I don't love. The 9 running back thing, not really a plan and not something I usually do. But when I get into like round 14, 15 plus, I kind of just want to take the guys I think have a chance to produce. And to me, in those ranges, I like the contingent, handcuff type running backs better than the wide receivers. And the guys I took, like when I'm in those late rounds looking at running backs, I don't want like the PPR scam guys that don't have a route to being a smash, right? I want the guys that if the starter goes down, could project as, I mean, if Saquon goes down, I think you'd see Bigsby, potentially a top 10, 15 running back for the week. I think you can say the same thing about Ray Davis, Emmett Johnson, Kalen Black, if he's actually the backup. And then Claiborne, I was listening to, I can't remember what podcast it was on, but Tom Pelissero, who used to cover the Vikings, he just couldn't stop talking about how much the coaching staff absolutely loves Claiborne. He just got Mason Jones Aaron Jones rather, and Jordan Mason ahead of him. So I do think there's a path there. Obviously very running back heavy, but took a lot of wide receivers with my first few picks. So feel okay about it. Not my favorite team, but can't win them all.
Morgan says, can't practice with the team on PUP. It's against CBA. I didn't say I said he was out there at practice and he was running routes. And if you don't believe me, let me pull up the receipt, DC, here. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him out there. Alec Pierce running routes in practice for the first time since left ankle and heel surgery in May. Let's look at it, DC, real quick. Let's analyze the route here. What do we
Let's see the speed.
Let's see it. Does he have it, DC? Yes or no? Just off of one route. One route. Here he goes.
Ooh. I think I could have locked him up there.
I think he would have still caught it over me just because I'm short, but I could have definitely ran with him. That's for sure. I think he would have still caught the ball though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that route was.
Of covering Pierce than dunking on Wemby, that's for sure.
Oh, I have a way better dude. I could just pass interference. Easy. Yeah. Easy game right there.
Are we ripping another one?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's rip another one.
Let me go get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, while he goes and gets some water, quick shout out to our partners at DraftKings here. Quick DraftKings read, and then we will be back to the drafting action. What's going on, everyone? Football season is right around the corner, and DraftKings is bringing you their biggest best ball contest ever. We're talking a massive $20 million in total prizes, making this the largest best ball tournament in DraftKings history. And this year, not just one, but 3 players will walk away as millionaires. And right now, our partners at DraftKings are giving all customers a can't miss offer. Draft one, get one. Enter a lineup in the 20 million best ball contest for just $25, and you'll receive a bonus best ball ticket to play again free for a share of 20 million, giving you a second shot to be crowned a millionaire. It's simple. Just draft your dream team once. No weekly management required, and let your top scorers automatically start each week, all season long. Every breakout star, every clutch play, every touchdown counts towards your shot at a share of $20 million. Download the DraftKings daily fantasy app and enter a lineup into the 20 million best ball contest for just $25 to get a bonus ticket to play free, another shot to win big. That's 2 shots without ever sending your lineup again in DraftKings. Biggest best ball contest ever. Draft one, get one. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 8878-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-77 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most states. Restrictions apply. One per customer. Enter the best ball 20 million headliner contest to get one bonus entry. $25 entry fee required. Reward expires at contest lock on 9/9/26. See terms at DraftKings.com/promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings.
Nice ad read, JSU. Did you do that in you first take, or did you have to like run it back 10 times?
That was one take. One take. And you know, there might have been a couple hiccups here. I'm not saying I'm a professional or anything like that, but you know. Now, I honestly, I should do it again because I want to get it a little quicker, but it is what it is, you know.
You need one of those like when you're doing the fine print at the end where you like speed up the voice 3 times to get through it.
Yeah. I do need to do that, like where I just go 1.5x or something like that at the very end. I should do that. All right. Either way, we're going to draft in the $25 over on DraftKings. So get your phone out if you want to draft with us here. 25 to enter, 3 million to first. DC, are you do you got your
ready?
All right, you ready to go? Here, we're going to jump in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 6 of 12.
I'm at 8, so we're good.
Okay, DC got in.
That fills quickly when we're on stream. I think
it fills so fast. Yeah, it fills so fast. People are ready. Jim
Jerry retired. He didn't want to come back for more.
I'm sorry, Jim. R.I.P. Get back in there. I'll see you in the Discord later, Jim. We'll rip a few more.
Do you ever do 2 at once?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not smart enough for that. My brain gets scrambled. I got to stick to one at a time.
To get like the volume up, like you definitely got to do, 2 or 3 at once sometimes just to get in.
You got the 4 pick. I'm at the 12. I'm at the turn again, opposite side though. So completely different team coming around this time, hopefully.
Oh, and I got the 4 spot here. Are you you taking Puka at 4? Are you still?
I always do. Yeah. The upside just too high to pass up, I think.
It's so high. I mean, even if he does get banged up and miss like a week or 2, like he just still has that crazy upside. I'm not gonna lie though, like I do love the Lions, so like I do love just clicking ASB all the time, but it's tough to click like ASB over Puka.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think at pick 5, I think it's kind of wide open on who you take, but I pretty much just go straight chalk on those first 4 picks. Gibbs always number 1. I usually don't pass on Bijan. I take Chase over Puka, and then I always do click the button on Puka at 4.
That's crazy. So Lee clicked when I said 3. That's how fast these things fill, DC. Because I got in, it was 6 of 12. So there were 6 spots for people. And Lee said he clicked in at 3 when I said it. So it's just that, man, you gotta go fast.
Yeah, or we could do the 2 a.m. Eastern time drafts, and then we'll have time for people to get in.
Oh, 2 a.m. we'll get like all friends and family and those things outside of like a couple drunk guys. All right, let's see. If you're in this draft with us, let us know where you're picking from. DC's obviously at the 12. I'm at the 4. Let's see. Okay, so Gibbs, Chase, Bijan goes. Let's take Puka. Yeah. So what's the turn strategy? You've obviously been at the one turn. Now you're at the 12. The 12 is, I think, a little tougher, and you could start pulling different combinations. Is there a favorite 12, 13 turn that you like to get?
I take Jefferson or Lamb if either of them gets there, and then usually go one of those two if they're there, and then running back. Usually Ken Walker I think is my favorite over Barkley Brown. But yeah, Walker's gonna be fine, right? Looks like just a little swelling or whatever. He
Yeah, it
should be.
said that his shoe gave him like like foot or ankle soreness or whatever, like from his shoe or something like. I don't know. He seems fine. From what they're saying, it seems fine. But
Yeah, I think so.
bro, get better shoes. Whatever, get better shoes. Come on.
Do you have a preference of all these running backs at the turn?
Kenneth Walker all day and on Sundays. I'm not a Saquon draft. I don't love drafting Saquon. Um, Chase Brown, I like. Those are probably my preferred two. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown. Trying to think who
Yeah.
else is no. I did like Genty. I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
take Chase
harder.
Brown here. I got a lot of Ken Walker already.
Yeah, Chase Brown's a good pick.
Yeah, kind of boring, but very safe.
I see. I don't think he's boring. I think he's fun. He's in a good offense, like top tier offense. Maybe he's technically like the number 3 guy on that offense, but like the volume is just insane, and the way that offense like just will roll sometimes. He doesn't even have to get all the work to smash DC.
Yeah,
That's the crazy part with Chase Brown.
yeah. I'm not too worried about P Ryan cutting in too much.
No, and who knows? Maybe with the Walker Q tag, you get him the full. No, I spoke too soon. Damn it. Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, I think is fun for a little Week 17 correlation. If you're, I know you're into Derrick Henry. Um,
How could you not be?
I mean, it's insane. You're an idiot if you like Omari and Hampton over Derrick Henry. If you go to at
People-
Draft Cheat on
Many
Twitter,
people are saying yes.
many people are saying, uh, that is good.
That one got people fired up to you.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got just keep going with it. It's so pure too. Just 1v1 battles of guys that are like so similar. And you're just like, you're a friggin' idiot if you do X. It's like
I believe the term I used was brain dead.
brain dead. Yes, brain
Yes.
dead. My bad. All right, I just keep clicking old Brock here. Why
Yeah.
not?
It's hard to
More
pass up on Brock Bowers. It seems like he should be going higher than he is. Pick 20. I'm feeling this for like.
Yeah. Yeah, he got like he was going closer to the turn for a little bit. And then it's just I don't know what really happened. People just kind of soured on him a little bit, maybe.
He
Offense.
got removed after one snap in their preseason game, and
Yep.
the PCL thing I think is scaring people after Pearsall. Probably part of it.
Oh, he had that like tape or wrap on his leg too,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Probably.
MMA start is at 3 a.m. on Saturday. So
Ooh, we could rip some drafts during MMA. That'd be good.
yeah, you can rip drafts and
Get us-
watch them.
Get us through
MMA.
those chick fights.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Hey, are there a lot of chick fights in that card? I'm trying to.
I haven't looked yet, but
I don't
hopefully-
honestly. I don't think there is that many DC. I might be wrong, and one of them's a good one. One of them's actually a fun one. It's two strikers. It's Denise Gomes and Yao Zhonan or whatever her name is. So it's not a terrible scrap, but
You're more
I know
excited
you
about
don't
that.
like women's MMA. I got you.
No.
No, he's like no fucking way. George Pickens goes, okay, give me. Damn it, I wanted Nico Collins. Oh man, that's a bummer right there. I really wanted Nico.
We don't got any donkeys in these drafts. We need some rogue drafters.
I know we need some. Should I do the Trey McBride Brock Bowers thing?
Ooh, I like it. I did that the other day.
I'm not really into the Trey McBride stuff.
You take any Josh Allen?
I haven't really been. I'm gonna take Devontae Smith again. I haven't been taking Brock Bowers or Josh Allen that much, unless he falls to me. Like if he falls to me towards the end of the third round,
Yep.
and I have like a Cook or Achan or something like that, I'll sometimes get him. If he falls to me in the fourth, regardless of who I have, that's when I'm like, okay, I click Josh Allen.
He's the same for me. One of those guys I'll take a few picks past ADP, but never really at or before.
Yeah, it's tough though, because the world where Josh Allen just like cooks you, he like really cooks you. Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing with Josh Allen.
Well, I mean,
That's
he's
tough.
one of the few that could be like a must-have in one of the playoff pods. So
Correct.
it's tough to
Yeah.
go with the full fade.
Yeah, you just think of some of like his massive games where he drops like 40 burgers and you're just like, "Oh my God, I could like really be burnt if I don't have any Josh Allen." But at the same time, we've seen it where spend up quarterbacks just do nothing for you all year, which is kind of what it was last year. Like if you spent up for quarterback last year, you pretty much got burnt overall.
100%.
So, and DJ Moore goes. DJ Moore's starting to rise a little bit. Are you into the DJ Moore stuff?
I only take him with like the few times I have Josh Allen, but no, I just don't think DJ Moore is that great. And also like it's not like it depends on who you want to put the blame, I guess. But Josh Allen hasn't had like a ton of even his wide receiver ones haven't put up huge seasons for the most part. Diggs had a couple good ones, but he likes to spread the ball around. Obviously, uses his legs. Maybe that could change, but I just don't see like a huge ceiling case happening for DJ Moore.
Yeah, I don't either. You know, Josh Allen, the amount of running, James Cook getting so much at the goal line too. Maybe they forced it to DJ a little more, but I just don't think so here. Brees Hall is the pick. I just have him ranked too high. I don't know. Fourth round Brees Hall just
He,
feels wrong.
he seems like he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be out there week one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think it's just people are afraid. It's the same thing with Jeremiah Love. Like I think Jeremiah Love is fine. Like go back to drafting him in the third round. Like if you like Jeremiah Love, he's fine, dude. He's literally going to be okay.
Yeah, you saw him
He's
carrying
young.
the pizza boxes. He looked totally
Yeah,
good.
exactly. He's delivering pizza to people. Like he's good, man. He's all good. So draft away. Are you into? I don't even know this. Are you into Jeremiah Love? Have you been drafting him?
Yeah. I mean, it's freaking third overall pick, and he's going in round 3 or 4. Yeah,
I just didn't like. I didn't like when he was a second, third round
Agreed.
pick. Like when he was like the turn pick. I just hated that. I was like, we're pushing this guy up on a bad offense, and now I think he's going in a range where I'm like, oh man, Johan, what are we doing,
Uh,
bro? Come on.
sniped on Luther Burden,
Unbelievable.
the most painful of
Unreal.
snipes there are.
Seriously, can I just get a Luther Burden in the fifth round share? Can we just let me have one? Tootin or Bucky Irving?
I like Bucky, especially with the news that Sean Tucker looks like he's kind
Oh,
of on the outs. I think
okay.
that's a pretty
And I got a week 17 with the Puka stuff. So yeah, I'm normally Tootin over Bucky, but I'm starting to get more hip to the Bucky stuff. So with Sean Tucker on the outs, so I was not into it early. I will fully admit that, but I'm trying to come around and get a little more Bucky shares late.
Let me ask you a question. I'm coming up here, pick 60 and 61. So then my next pick, not till 84 and 85. I've got two Cowboys, obviously CD Lamb and Javante. Do you push Dak Prescott up the board, or you hope he falls to you? It would
Um,
be like eight picks past ADP.
so the issue is, I think you could get Dak back. You just got to make it past the Pickens drafter. The problem with these type of builds, though, DC, is like I feel like you have Chase and Higgins. Are you going to take Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I am.
So if you're going to take Joe Burrow, I feel more okay with you pushing Dak
Yeah,
because you don't need that. Like if you get sniped on Dak, it's not as big of a deal. You know what I mean? Because you
yep,
have your top tier quarterback. If you didn't have this start, I would probably tell you to just take Dak because if you didn't, you'd feel like your team was just really bad without Dak Prescott.
yeah.
But since you're taking Joe Burrow with T. Higgins and Chase Brown, I feel like you don't need to do the Joe Burrow Dak double tap, and you might still get him back.
You like Judkins or Stevenson better?
Oh man, I have Judkins slightly higher. I think the Patriots running back is just like a better spot.
Yeah.
But I'm hard. I have a hard time seeing Travion just like not being somewhat of a thing. Even if Ramondre is the number one, like Travion's still going to be a thing. Like Quinshawn is by far the number one guy there,
Yep.
and you're
Yeah.
getting a fall on him.
It's just tough in that offense, but yeah, I did take Judkins there.
Yeah, Corey Holt says you push. That's the one thing with DraftKings is you can get some weird fallers,
And
especially
also,
on
I
guys
mean,
like that.
if you know, if this was my only draft, I think I would take Dak there to ensure the stack. But
Yep.
when you're doing 150 of them, I think the right move in general is to try to push it and get, you know, we're trying to beat like a million teams in this thing. It's you got to go for the super team, and obviously pushing it a spot is the way to do it.
And I didn't realize too, this guy in the 2 spot, he actually went Chase. So you took Burrow from him. I will actually be shocked if one of these 2 picks aren't Dak, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So, but either way, it's still I think with Burrow, it's not as big of a deal. You could get Jackson Dart if you wanted to.
Mhm.
You know, uh, are you Travion or Ramondre? It sounds like you're Ramondre.
Yeah. I mean, he's just going to be the RB1 for that team, at least to start the year. I'm fine
All
with
right.
both guys, but yeah.
Get Lloyd quick. Oh, did something happen? Jacobs charged. Oh boy.
I got to check this myself.
Adam Scheffner. Okay. I got it. Here we go. Breaking news. We're just breaking news left and right here. Shout out to B Nair. Breaking news: Packers running back Josh Jacobs has been charged with a misdemeanor battery. Criminal damage to property according to okay. So he's going to be suspended, right, DC?
Yeah, not officially suspended, but formally charged with 2 misdemeanors.
Yeah, so he's going to be suspended. Actually, but when will he be suspended?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know.
Will
for
they
sure,
wait
but
will they wait until like the court stuff plays out?
yeah, it seems like that's what they normally do, but the timing of this makes it seem like they could. Yeah, it's hard to know. I think what the NFL is going to do, but clearly at the very least, much more likely to be suspended now than he was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I got a kick error.
Oh,
Josh Jacobs broke the system. Josh Jacobs broke the Sims for a second. They said, hold on, he's being charged. We got to change things.
yeah. I'm glad I didn't take him last draft. Was considering it.
I think I didn't I?
Did you? Yeah, I think you did. I got a ton of Marshawn Lloyd, so I kind of hope Jacobs does get suspended. Frankly,
Let's just keep doing the let's keep doing the Tampa bet here. Chris Godwin. So that gives me Puka, Bucky, Chris Godwin. Got that stack going. Dak Prescott did go, by the way, to Zach at the 6'11", 71. Which kind of makes some sense here, but it's all right. All right, so Josh Jacobs, DC, is he just completely off your board now? Do you just not even think about it?
I mean, I would take him maybe like pick 100 or something, but maybe before that. So I wouldn't say completely off, but there's always going to be somebody that doesn't let him fall too far, most likely.
Yeah.
How far are we going to push Marshawn Lloyd up?
Oh, dude, if Josh Jacobs gets like actually suspended for a long time, like Josh Jacobs is going to or Marshawn Lloyd's going to go way up.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lloyd's going to have like maybe not a Mike Washington-esque skyrocket ship, but he's going to be like half of that.
Yeah.
It will be like pick 100 probably. Maybe like the 90s. The problem is we don't know when he's actually going to get the suspension. Is the problem?
Yeah, getting pretty close to the start of it. Who do you like among these five? I got five running backs at the. Actually, I didn't have.
Who Rico? Who are the R.J. Harvey, Rico, Blake Corum? Who
I like
else?
Corum. Are you a Corum guy?
Oh yeah, Corum is my. I got 25% Corum.
Yeah, I got a ton of Corum too. Good to hear. And I'm gonna pull Stribling up here too.
Oh, okay, a little Stribbling action there.
Stribling. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
So you are pulling him up a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, there's no way he would come back. So.
But DC, you didn't get him at pick 180. How are you going to
Yeah.
beat my teams? Uh, all right. So DC started out CeeDee Lamb, Chase Brown, Javonte Williams, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Quinshon Judkins, Blake Corum, and Dejon Stribling. I am Puka Nakua, Brock Bowers, Devontae Smith, Brees Hall, Bucky Irving, Ramondre Stevenson, and Chris Godwin here. I like it, DC. I kind of like both our starts here.
Yeah, like it better than last draft for sure.
Yeah, like I feel a little more balanced in this draft than I did last draft. Not gonna lie.
So you've got possible stacks with Baker. Did Hurts go? Hurts must have gone. Yeah.
Yeah, Hurts went.
And then
Where did Adams go? Is the question. Where did okay, over here. He's over here. This guy has one quarterback. All three of these teams have one.
I would push Stafford, I think.
Would you push them and go Sam Laporta?
I would. They've all got their QB1s already. The other
I
guys
do
on
have
the
Brock
wrap.
Bowers though. That's yeah, screw it. We'll do Sam Laporta.
Definitely going to get taken now.
Yeah, I know. Just because we said it. Listen, Zach, stay away. I think all of them had all of them do have at least one quarterback. So now the Ibuka drafter, he could go Stafford because he does have Buka and Kyron. He goes Makai Lemon with Hurts.
The guy who sniped you on Burden going to do it to you with Stafford.
That would actually be really funny. He actually has a really good team, this guy. Bijan, London, Nico Collins, Colston Loveland, Luther Burden. Bro, I want to trade.
Yeah,
Can we trade?
Right.
Your team is so good.
The Loveland, Burden, Caleb stack is nasty.
Dude,
and all of them behind ADP as well.
And he has Drake London and Bijan together. He's got Nico, who I think is just a really good pick now in the third round. And then he gets, like a couple of fun, like Jonathan Brooks is fun. I think Kenny Gainwell's kind of a fun DK pick at running back. I love this team. This is a good team here.
A good team.
Shout out to him. All right.
I'm hoping to get, I've got Stribling already, hoping to get the Purdy Kittle turn coming up here.
Listen, Spencer, half of Team Crime is dead. We got to figure that out. Josh Jacobs is we got to put him out here. He's done. He's going to be suspended.
How long? I mean, I don't think it'll be a super long suspension, even if he.
What do you think? Like 4 games?
Yeah, two or four.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't do the odd number of game suspension.
I think 4 is probably what it'll be. I never know though. Like I thought last year, you're probably right. It could be 2. Like I can't remember who it was, but I was like for sure someone was going to get suspended for like half the season or something like that, and he got like 3 games or 2 games or something, and I was just like way off on that. Like, okay, I don't know anything about this stuff now. I don't know what they actually, like how it actually works anymore. Nothing makes sense.
It seems like they suspend people less often and
That's
for
what it
fewer
seems
games
like.
than they used to, which makes total sense. I mean, if you're the NFL, like you know, I mean, you want your star players out there.
Yeah, Joseph, DC says 2 games. He's probably right.
2 would be my guess if I had to put a number on it, but it's just a guess, obviously.
He got charged. Cubs
Yeah.
got charged with misdemeanor, battery, and criminal damage. So, okay, I'm back. Oh man, Matthew Golden goes. Damn it.
I got a nice one cooking over here, JSU.
Yeah, I like your team. I like what's brewing over there.
Couple nice double stacks.
Who do I? I can go. I don't really want to click Rashad.
No, don't click Rashad.
I don't mind Romeo Dobbs. I do have Ramondre Stevenson. I could go there.
I like Dobbs especially after the booty trade.
Or I could go Baker. Which one?
Ooh. Can
I'm
you
gonna
push
go
Baker
Baker.
around again? It worked with Stafford.
I'm going to go Baker, and the reason is the Ibuka team might take him.
Yeah, and also if you don't like a lot there, right? If you don't like the range, I think you just take your stack.
And I think I can get a receiver that's close to Dobbs, even if I don't get Dobbs. I think I could get someone like somewhat comparable.
It's not like you lose your
Dobbs.
pick, right? You could just get a different one 6 picks later. So
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
what is the true difference between Romeo Dobbs and Jalen Coker?
right. Or Debo.
You know, like, is there that big of a gap? Or Debo Samuel, Xavier Worthy? What's like a huge difference between? I don't see like a huge difference.
If you can't really decide between those guys, you just take the QB and lock it up.
Yeah.
Like, which would hurt your team more? Missing out on Baker, or you can't even decide anyway. It's clearly losing Baker, even if it's a low probability.
Yeah,
I think it's the right move.
See, and this guy was definitely going to go Baker, and had to pivot to Shock.
Yeah.
So
if you took a QB, yeah, you made the right move. I think
he did have the Week 10 bye with Jalen Hurts though, which is interesting. All right, back up on the clock at 124. Man, I didn't realize Jordan Love was still here. Oh, it would have been so good to get Matthew Golden too, but you know what, DC? Should I get our boy Malik Willis as my third quarterback? I think I'm going to do it.
I'll tell you one thing,
love this range.
He's not going to come back to you.
I don't really love that range, and yeah, screw it. We're going to go. So I got a 3 quarterback, 3 running back, 3 receiver, 2 tight end start here. Loaded up. Let's see what DC's cooking back here. So you got your CD, Javante, you got Chase Brown, Higgins, and Burrow, Quinshon Judkins, Blake Corum, Stribling. You got Purdy. Oh, and you got Kittle too. Okay. Yeah. I see it. I see the vision.
Little light on wide receiver. Going to have to address that coming up here.
The good thing is I feel like receiver you can easily address like later. It's a lot harder to address other positions later, but like receiver I feel like is one that you can somewhat address.
There's a few bums down here.
Kind of like what I did, DC, with the last draft, where I was like, receiver's not like super strong, but I just like loaded up with a ton of them. It's like you can do that and get away with it on DraftKings.
You like Coker? I'm finding myself drafting a lot of him in this range.
I have him way higher than he seems to fall a lot.
I think he's a legitimately good player, locked into the number 2 role. Seems like a pretty good pick.
And I think he's starting to fall because they signed Darren Waller. So you're starting to see him fall a little bit down the board. And I mean, Darren Waller's like fine, but I don't know, like Jalen Coker at 133 seems like a steal of a pick.
Yeah, I like it. I took Worthy there too. I don't love it, but some upside for sure.
Yeah, at that point too. I mean, he had an ADP of like, was it like early 100s earlier in the year? Now it's like 117, and he's fall.
Had that Q tag next to him for the last like 3 weeks, even though I think he's back practicing and just hasn't been removed.
He's just always a guy I feel like is gonna be like a little banged up. You know, like he's small. He's very small, but.
Just got to avoid Travis Kelce on the crossing routes. He'll be all right.
He's definitely got to avoid Kelce on the crossing routes. That's for sure.
I'm surprised Lloyd hasn't gone yet.
I am surprised too. What do I?
You a
So I
T-Ferg
got.
guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Marshawn Lloyd goes. Unbelievable.
You're getting sniped left and right there, JSU.
Unbelievable. Do I take Jacoby Lane just for vibes? No.
Ask Snyder. I think he'd be in.
Snyder would definitely be in on Jacoby Lane here. Keenan Allen. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll go Keenan Allen. I was definitely going to go Marshawn if he made it to me.
Yeah, I almost took him at the last turn, but needed some wide receivers.
Corey Holt says, "How do you feel about Waller going to quit midseason?" I don't know, man. I think he's a decent bet at the very end as a tight end. Like he's super talented. They said he came in very good shape.
And if he
And
hits, it's
I
probably going
think
to be touchdowns, right? If he hits. So,
yeah. And I think I read that he was already like playing with the ones a little bit in practice. So he's like just gotten in and he's already kind of squeaking in with the ones. Like that's pretty good. I know their tight end room is really bad, but that's still like I think a decent sign. So yeah, I'm clicking him a little bit for sure. Jackson Dart should be the 102. Yeah, behind neighbors. Okay, B Nair.
I had my draft window up, and I already knew who the comment came from without even to see.
It is very obvious with B Nair. Tyler Algier or Jonah Coleman, DC.
Coleman.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Do I have a week 10? Oh, Bucky's week 10. Screw it. I'll still go Coleman. Who cares?
I think. I mean, Dobbins going to get hurt at this point. At some
He
point,
always gets hurt.
Yeah.
He always gets hurt, man. I'm with you. He's the only Denver running back I like drafting. I don't like drafting Harvey, and I don't like drafting JK. I like drafting Coleman.
If things broke both of their ways, Coleman and Algier, and you kind of need a break to have them be a relevant pick. I think Coleman's the one who could crush. Way better offense, and I don't know. I prefer taking like the uncertainty over. We know who Tyler Algier is. Not super dynamic, not going to score a lot of touchdowns. I don't think Arizona. So I think it's a better upside play.
Yeah, Tyler Algier is just one of those picks. It's like, I need like 10 for my running back, like couple weeks. Tyler Algier probably will get into the end zone once and get me like 10 or 12 a couple weeks and be okay. But he's not like Jonah Coleman has like actual like upside if he does get like the RJ Harvey chance from last year, right? Where like JK goes down, RJ comes in, he's getting a lot of the work, and he's doing like if that happens with Jonah, like Jonah could smash.
Yeah, that. I always lean the upside. I know there's some sentiment that you should take the safety, but I'm an upside drafter. I want the upside.
Now Tyler Algier is still sitting there. Are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking about it after trashing him.
That no upside piece of garbage, Tyler Algier. DC's gonna click him right now after he said
I'm definitely taking T-Ferg here.
Such a
need
good
another
pick.
tight end. That's an easy click. And then
Damn you! I wanted T-Ferg. Damn it.
Wicks and Algier. You like Wicks?
Who do you need? Like, what position do you need?
It's pretty even. Wish I had a sidekick to help me.
A sidekick would probably be telling you Algier. I'm going to say Wicks because it goes with your San Francisco bet for week 17.
I trust the man versus the machine. We'll go.
There you go. Look at that. And Algier goes the very next pick.
The guy's just trying to dunk on me with the 1 second click.
Yeah, he's like insta click right there. He was probably going back.
He was hoping he was going to come around the turn, and he was right.
He was probably going back and forth on Tajay and Tyler Algier the whole time, and then clicked
somewhere out there was a fist bump.
Yeah. Yep. B Heels 152 was definitely giving a nice little fist bump after that. Are you a Travis Hunter drafter? I haven't even asked you. No, you're not clicking it at all.
Prefer not to take cornerbacks on my DraftKings team.
Uh, he's
Do pick
he
sixes
seems.
count?
What's up?
Do if he gets a pick six, do you get the touchdown?
No, I wish. I wish. That'd be
Easy,
sweet if we did.
easy fade then.
Honestly, we should get points for that.
Yeah,
You should get points for anything, like if whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like you should get if an offensive player just goes in and plays deep, like you should be able to get points.
yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
it would also change things though a little bit with the drafting, but not many people it would matter for. I'm up 165. I'm gonna go Cyrus Allen.
I was taking a lot of Tyquan Thornton earlier, like
Yeah,
a month ago before the Cyrus Allen stuff, but I'm worried about his role now.
I'm definitely worried about. I'm worried that Cyrus just might have the juice that some of these guys don't have.
Might
Like
take
for,
might take Rashi Rice's role.
I mean, the problem with Rashid Rice is he was never like he was very specific in how he was like winning in fantasy.
That's
Like he's a zone beater. He's not a man beater, but like the league is primarily playing a lot of zone defense and they're like manufactured like targets to get him the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Like the one big play he had, DC, was that like one play on the left sideline last year. And like that was it. He didn't really have a ton of like downfield plays. Think about all of his stuff. It's all like underneath crossing, like it's all short and intermediate stuff.
that's what like he could definitely pay off at pick 25, 26, wherever he's
Oh
going.
yeah.
But I feel like he has to like he's fragile, right? He needs the offense to kind of be like built around him to get there, which really they
Kind of
haven't really
is.
changed much other than Ken Walker, so it could happen. But like his downside feels pretty high for me for a mid second or yeah I guess second third round pick, and then I don't think he's got the ceiling to like be a top 5 or 6 wide receiver. Obviously, he doesn't have to be a wide receiver 12 or wherever he's going, but feels like a what do they say a small win, big miss type pick to me.
Yeah, it does feel kind of like that as to me as well. I will take Trey Harris. Get a little correlation there with Cyrus and Trey. I like those guys late. Um, so let's see. I got a 3-4-6-2 going. DC has a gotta move my kick up here. 2-4-6-2. You got your Bowers and Purdy stacks going. San Francisco and Cincinnati. Then I got some Stafford and Baker. Week 17. Tampa and Rams stuff going here. I like these teams, DC. I think we both got some pretty good teams right now.
Yeah, I like this better than my last one for sure.
I think the problem is when you don't come out like feeling like you were balanced early, it feels rough. Cause like you did the Gibbs thing and then you went like wide receiver, wide receiver, wide
4 in a row,
receiver.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you went Jaden Reed too at some point, like somewhat. So like whenever you do that and you lean into a position of strength, it just always makes you feel, even if it's the right thing to do, which I think what you did was right. It still always makes you feel worse about some of the other positions you've neglected, right?
hmm Pat Bryant, I assume you're in on him. Feels like a good
Yes,
pick to me.
he's a
And
great
then
pick.
you like Malachi Fields as well? I think he's on the rise.
Yeah, I do. I just think like he's a wide receiver too on a team. Like, why not take a shot on a Malachi Fields?
And also, I mean, neighbors coming off injury. Who knows for sure if he's going to be a full go right away? So yeah, I like the Fields pick.
Yeah, and think about who they have. Calvin Austin goes down. He's out for the season. They got is Mooney, Darius Slayton, Odell Beckham. Like these are the guys they have. Uh, Malachi Fields, if he just has a little something, he should be able to win out in that room. You would
Yep.
think,
I
and
think
it
he's a good
sounds like he
player.
is.
Yeah.
So. Also, shout out to our guy Bruce. He sent me like at the right after the draft, he sent me like a list of like his favorite rookies, and one of them was Malachi Fields. He loved Malachi Fields, and so I drafted Malachi Fields just because my guy Bruce was totally into him, was telling me he's a great pick. And I was like, all right, man, you don't have to tell me anything else. So Malachi Fields was one of the guys I was picking very early in the season.
Doesn't take much to get JSU on board. You get 69% Kevin McGonigal with the high DC
That's
rankings.
right. DC knows. DC knows. Just tell me one good thing about a young guy.
Bruce, the college football goat, and
he's the goat.
Bruce, you're on the clock. We got college football coming up Saturday, so get back to work.
Bruce is let me tell you one thing about Bruce. Bruce is always ready. You know, like stay ready. Like Bruce always stays ready. You don't have to worry about telling him anything. He's always ready to go. You'll never catch him like, I feel like run, like he's never behind. He's always like, you know, ahead pretty much. He's got that college football hub like dialed in.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah.
2 more days, we got football back in our lives.
When is college football, like when is the first game?
Well, I think there might be one tonight, but Saturday, a real slate on Saturday.
Yeah, so the first like big slate's on Saturday, but like the first game is tonight.
I'm not 100% sure. I thought I saw something like that, but
let's see. First
game for me will be Saturday.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. Yeah. I see August 29th. So maybe it is yeah. Okay, so maybe you're right. It is Saturday. Maybe there isn't one today. I thought I saw there was one today, but maybe I'm wrong.
We got a new Twitter take from my Gibbs tweet. This guy says Gibbs is just expensive Achane.
Grant says you need to do rankings, but only with guys above 230 ADP on DK. What round? 1920 Flyers. I mean, I do have rankings, but yeah, I mean, I feel
Check
like
it out, RunGreenSports.com.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about the Flyers all the time on these shows, like guys that, actually in the Discord when I do like updated rankings, sometimes I'll say like who I moved up the board. Like for instance, Grant, I moved Chris Bell way up the board in the last ADP rankings adjustment that I made after the Booty trade. Chris Bell was one of the guys I rose up significantly, like 30 plus spots or something like that. 40. I moved Booty up the board. I moved Demario Douglas up my board into the 19th, 20th round. So yeah, that is something, you know, I do put out in the Discord. If you want to become a member, you can use that code Forever25. Jump in the Discord, 25% off for life, any package on the board at Run Bets.
People talking ball all the time in our NFL, really all our Discords, but the Best Ball Discord is a good one.
Yes, Best Ball Discord right now. Then obviously moves to NFL for the season. Yeah. But we've got chats for everything. I mean, whatever sport you want to talk, there's probably a chat for it. So get in there. You know, college football starting up. NFL, best ball, NBA when that starts, baseball's still going right now. You know, chats are live. So, all right, DC, you're almost back up here right now. You've been on like a wide receiver kick here. I assume. Well, actually, you don't really need a running back. Your running backs are good. You got 4. Maybe you need. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you need a 5th. I don't think you need one though. It kind of depends on who's left, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a couple running backs here. You like James Conner at all?
I mean, I don't hate it. They lose Trey Benson.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be good for Conner.
You'll take a Conner. And then I like Seth McGowan a little bit. Looks like he's going to get that RB2 job in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it seems he's like a very clear, like, he's probably not going to do anything if JT just plays, but you always have that contingency upside of if JT goes down, like there's a massive role that's just sitting there, and it seems like he would be the next guy up
I'm a,
in the waiting.
I'm a big fan of the late handcuff running backs. I mean, that's how you get a super team, right? If you get a couple picks around 200 that get a full running back workload, and then you've got your wide receivers and everything else set, like
Yep.
that's like a clear path to getting in an awesome team and having a chance. So I do like the late running backs.
Yeah, I don't draft the like contingency running backs as much as I probably should. Like it seems like in your drafts you always have like a couple. I normally I'm like normally one, maybe two, but I don't go past that many. So normally I have guys earlier up the board that are
Yeah,
probably safer bets, but
I think the biggest.
your way's more like the risk, but the reward is much higher if you hit on those risks and you're right on the correct backs.
To
All
to
right.
me to me it's just the I think maybe we're a little you're on the clock here, a little
Yeah.
structurally different on our builds in that like the late running backs, like they could be complete zeros, but at least they have a path to being very helpful players, whereas the late wide receivers, like for a lot of them, there's nothing that can happen really that puts them in a role to really score for you. So yeah, I think we're a little bit different there.
Yeah, definitely a little different, but that's okay. I took Colby Parkinson there.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily need a third tight end, but goes with my stack. And I didn't feel like there was someone like I had to had that was still on the board right there. So I was like, screw it. Let me take some Colby Parkinson. Jerry Judy goes. Guy I never click.
Never. There's a
Him and
few guys that
him
I
and
just
Calvin
don't.
Ridley.
I don't even like notice that they're like. I don't know their ADPs or anything because I just never click them. Don't even look at
No.
them.
I like oh look, they go back to back too. I just like I tried to never click these guys. And the kick was like always telling me to click one of them, and I'm just like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Uh, sometimes you just gotta put your foot down. Sometimes you just gotta, the Sims are great, but sometimes you just gotta do your own thing and tell the Sims, no, we're altering the path for this pick right here.
I feel like
Ooh, a
the
Mason Taylor share. Don't see that pick that
no,
often.
no.
Are you a Sadiq drafter? Are you in on the Sadiq train?
I've taken a little bit, but usually as a third tight end, if I've got two that I kind of like already, because I don't think he's going to do much early in the season, but his athletic profile is off the charts. So there's got to be some upside there.
Has to be some ups, especially because it seems like he's going to be back way sooner than we thought, and I feel like the ADP hasn't like readjusted, so you're
Yeah.
still getting like a fall, and I don't think the injury is going to keep him out as long as maybe we thought already. Oh, I'm up on the clock. Uh-oh.
That was you blinking, right?
I think it was. Yeah, I got okay. I was gonna say, the drafter ahead of me, I guess I thought it was me that was up, but it was the drafter ahead before me, and he just auto Jaden Higgins. So I assume that was an accident right there, but
I hope so.
you know. He does have Tank Dell, so maybe he's just into Houston.
I I've made a few misclicks along the way. I usually put my like the QBs for the stacking, well, like when I take a receiver or tight end, so I don't forget about them. And I took Bowers and put Mendoza in the queue, and then timed out and took him in the third round. So that was not a good one the other day.
It happens every once in a while. You mess up. It
It
does.
makes
It
me
is
just
the
want to
worst.
close the draft and just log out.
Yeah.
But
You just want to restart. You know,
yeah,
like in season long where you can like time out and be like, no, that was an accident.
yeah.
I had this guy. They're like,
Call the
let's
commish.
fix it. Yeah, call the commission. There's no commish here. Sorry. You
Yeah,
gotta
out of luck.
figure it out on the fly.
Thank
That's
God for
right.
that. That would be rough if these got paused constantly.
That's right, Corey Holt. I only use JSU's rankings because baby duty and work, LOL, makes it so much easier. Bang, right there. My man. Try to keep him updated. It's honestly it's a grind just updating the ranks constantly. Like it is a grind for sure, but it's fun. Michael Mayer goes. I think Michael Mayer is a great tight end at the end of drafts. DC. Like
Yep,
if you don't have Brock Bowers, I think he's
100%.
just a really good pick. Has
You can get
the
some nice backfilled Raiders stacks if you kind of find yourself in a tough situation. They're two
Yeah,
wide
like him
receivers.
and Benson and
Yeah.
Mendoza. Like you could do that type of thing too, where you get them all at the end.
Take the Kohler Bear here. I know you're a fan.
That's right.
These my last two picks. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Who's he gonna go? Who's he gonna go?
I
You've
could
got
take a.
oh, Demarcus Robinson.
Oh, no way.
He
Take
said,
my guy. I'm gonna stick with my Claiborne shares here. I'm gonna
"Oh,
go.
another running back." Okay, that's funny. He said, "Nope." He said, "No fucking way am I clicking Demarcus Robinson of all people." Sorry, JSU. I'll be honest with
I don't
you.
even know what team he's on.
He's on the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh,
I was listening, like Brock Purdy was, there was some like Brock Purdy was talking about how like he really like he pretty much like he really likes Demarcus Robinson. He puts in a lot of work. If you think about it, like someone like Demarcus Robinson, we've seen him enough. Like he's just one of those guys that at this point he's just like a vet that plays on the outside, does the things you want enough to be like, hey, you're our fourth receiver, right, DC? You're not our first, second, third, but you're like our fourth receiver. If a couple guys don't go down, we're okay with you getting out there and playing a little bit, which he will. Like we've seen it happen where he has to play, and we'll see him randomly catch like 2 touchdowns, just like
yeah.
randomly on games. I don't think it's as crazy of a bet with San Francisco if you're like fully stacking the team to take someone like that at the very end.
Maybe I'll grab a Robinson share somewhere along the way just for you, JSU.
Yeah, this is something I've just I got to click in myself a little bit. All right, DC, I have Malik Willis, so I think instead of Pop, who I'm normally Pop, I'm gonna take a Kevin Coleman Jr. share
Huh.
here.
That's a
Another
good move there.
guy that was on my guy Bruce's favorite rookies
Ooh,
coming out list. Kevin Coleman.
I'm writing
Jr.
that one down.
Yep. Yep. He was very into Kevin and Malachi Fields. So, yeah, got a nice little. Yeah, there can't be many people stacking up Malik with Bell and Kevin Coleman. So, I like it. Maybe now though with the Tutu stuff, maybe people will start to do it a little bit more. But pops. Bob Soda says, "Shit, you're better off drafting Juice Check." Who's got a better chance of catching 2 tuds, Juice Check or Demarcus Robinson?
They're both at 0.
Yeah, but okay, if I went into DraftKings.com right now and looked up 2 touchdown odds, who's got better odds to catch 2 touchdowns, Demarcus Robinson or Juice Check?
I'm going use check.
Oh, shut up, DC. All right, here is my team out of the 4-hole. We went a 3-5-9-3. Puka Nakua, Brock Bowers, Devonta Smith, Brees Hall, Bucky Irving, Ramondre Stevenson, Chris Godwin, Sam Laporta, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Malik Willis, Keenan Allen, Jonah Coleman, Cyrus Allen, Trey Harris, Ted Hurst, Christopher Bell, Colby Parkinson, Jacquez Hunter, and Kevin Coleman Jr. I like this team. You get a couple nice stacks here with, or I got the game stack, technically, Week 17 game stack with Stafford and Baker, and I got that kind of stacked up real nice. And then I get the Malik Willis back stack here, which is my favorite way to go about the Malik Willis is you take him, in like the 120s or 130s, whatever, and then you get 2 late receivers Normally it was like a Caleb Douglas, Greg Dulcich, but I've been starting to click Christopher Bell a lot more, and Kevin Coleman I click every now and then just for like a different 20th round pick. So and I wasn't clicking Tutu or Jalen Tolbert. Sometimes I click Malik Washington, but these guys just go later, so it's easier to click these guys. And I like the bet, especially with Tutu getting traded. I think it's going to really help probably Christopher Bell. If you made me, yes, I think it really helps Caleb Douglas and Christopher Bell the most. I
Mm-hmm.
think Kevin Coleman Jr. is more tied to Malik Washington. So if something happens to Malik Washington, I think Kevin Coleman Jr. That's kind of his path to playing a little bit more. But I really like the Tutu trade for Christopher Bell and Jacquez Hunter, who got traded to Miami. So I added him to the stack, which right now has got to be pretty unique, DC.
You got a nice team there. Three stacked QBs. Hard to beat that structurally, so love it. Yeah, you got an awesome team. I like mine as well. I got the Burrow double stack with Chase Brown and Higgins, and then the Purdy double stack with Stribling and George Kittle. Beyond that, a couple Cowboys, Javante Williams, rather, C.D. Lamb. Um, yeah, I mentioned Stribling, Kittle, Judkins, Corum, Worthy, Coker, Ferguson, Dontavian Wicks, Pat Bryant, Malachi Fields, James Conner, Seth McGowan, the Kohler Bear, and Desmond Claiborne to wrap it up.
Yeah, I like your team a lot. You've got my two favorite Rams, Terrence Ferguson and Blake Corum, to draft, and you got two really nice stacks with San Francisco and Cincinnati. Good teams, I feel like to bet on offensively, and then finish it out with some backs with some contingency upside right there. If some guys go down or late in the season, like, and you don't need these guys honestly all year because you have decent running backs that you started out with. So
Yeah.
really, your bet is like, I hope one of these guys can like figure it out, and if somehow more than one of them figure out, that's just
The,
like added bonus.
the thing with the contingency running backs is like, I usually take three or four of these guys at the end of drafts. You really just need one of them to get into an RB1 role. And like, that's a hit, even if the other three that you took aren't, especially when you've got two good guys up top. So yeah, like the build here.
Grant LA says apparently there's a
Yeah.
video of Josh Jacobs grabbing the woman, throwing her to the ground, and she struck her head. Oh boy, yeah.
I
There's
haven't
a
seen the
video.
video
If there's a
or,
if there's a video like a Ray Rice type video where
yeah.
you can see him like striking or throwing a girl to the ground, yeah, he's
If
that
what
that
Grant says is true, he's cooked. I
yeah,
agree.
he's cooked if that's true. I now, to be fair, we haven't seen the video
Yeah.
yet, but Grant says it's out there. Um, I hope it's not out there. Not just not because I have bags. I just hope it's actually not out there and he actually didn't do that. But it sounds like he probably did something. So might be that bad, DC. If it's that bad, DC, he might be like done. If it's that
The
bad.
the video, if there is one, that'll get you right because then it's the like. I honestly think the NFL, like, I don't think they really care. They're just kind of, but they'll just bend the knee to public sentiment, right? And that would just be force their hand. Which
So
should, if that's out there, he should be suspended for a long time.
So I just typed in Josh Jacobs, and I am seeing a tweet from Ari saying surveillance video from Packers Josh Jacobs garage confirmed the relevant portions of the woman's account of the altercation. She told police Jacobs grabbed her as she tried to leave, threw her to the ground, and she struck her head. The video specifically shows her on the garage floor, Jacobs taking her phone and then returning about 40 seconds later and appearing to damage it.
Between the charges being filed and then the video apparently coming out, it looks like, where there's smoke, there's fire. This seems like it's probably legit. And I don't know. I mean, if that video's out there, easily miss the whole year, I would say.
Well, I'll say this right now. If Marshawn Lloyd's still going at 140, just start clicking him because
I
that's
mean,
not going to last.
given what we know right now, I think inside the top 100 for sure for Marshawn Lloyd.
Yeah, for sure. But like some people might be in slow drafts still. I don't know if the slow drafts are. I assume they're still going right now. Like if you see Marshawn Lloyd on the clock and you're about to pick, just click that thing and move on.
I think he's
don't think twice.
my most owned player, Marshawn Lloyd. So
The Packers RB3 is Chris Brooks, who I don't think is very good, but at this point, if it's as bad as we think it could be for Josh Jacobs, he's in play. But I also think the other way to look at it, instead of a Chris Brooks,
they're gonna make a trade. James Conner.
maybe a James Conner. Yeah, exactly. Think about it. I mean, what if Tyrone Tracy gets cut? What if Tyrone Tracy goes to the Packers, DC?
That could happen too. Yep.
That stuff like that. Like those are the type of things that I think would happen, because if Josh Jacobs is lost for like a season, I do not think the Packers are going to steadfast with just Marshawn Lloyd and Chris Brooks and whoever is the fourth guy on the. I think they're going to at least go out and attempt to sign.
Yeah,
someone.
Sean Tucker, another option.
Sean Tucker.
I will say this though, if Jacobs has a lengthy suspension or even misses the whole year, which seems possible and even likely at this point, I mean Lloyd, like his upside is he could be an RB1, right? I mean, obviously the health stuff, but the upside is extremely high for Marshawn Lloyd.
It's massive for Marshawn Lloyd.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy.
Right.
But who knows? Maybe it's a James Conner, DC. Maybe James Conner can go there. So yeah, it's those things. I don't know if you want to be drafting like the Chris Brooks. I don't think they just stay with that running back room, unless Jacobs is somehow this is wrong and Jacobs is only suspended for like even 6 games. Maybe they run this room for 6 games, DC. But if it's like a half a season or more, then they're probably trading or signing somebody.
I mean, if the what's being said on the video is true, my guess would be he doesn't play at all this season, but we'll see.
Yeah. If there's, which he got charged today, I assume like they got the video.
Right.
So like, and don't forget, Adam Schefter was like kind of hinting towards. So maybe he probably knew there was a video out there, which is kind of how things work.
Heard the video was AI. Yeah, that's the age we live in now. Yeah. It's getting harder to tell, JSU.
Who the hell knows? Maybe it's 1 game, maybe it's 2 games, maybe it's a season. Who the hell knows? I guess at this point, everything's AI at this point, DC. How can I believe any video I see anymore?
Yeah, if there's video of Jacobs chucking a woman to the ground and she strikes her head, it's not going to be 2 games, I'll tell you that.
No, if it's a real video, it's definitely going to be way more than 2 games.
Yep.
But if it's just like she said it and there's no video, that's kind of different. But if there's
just
video,
the way that everything's aligning with the charge and now the video, it seems just sometimes you got to use your brain and read between the lines. It does seem like this is all coming to a head, and it doesn't look good for Jacobs.
I mean, if there's a video, how long before it's like actually out? It's gonna come out.
I assume very soon. Someone will leak it somehow.
Yeah, if there's an actual video, it's gonna come out soon. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
We should know soon, I think.
Yeah, hopefully, whatever. But
honestly, the best thing to do right now, if you want to take advantage of the situation, is get in some drafts and take Lloyd.
Take Lloyd.
Pretty
Yeah.
early, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if there's video though, like it's gonna be more than 6. If like it's really that bad, if he like actually throws her to the ground, I'm with DC. I lean more like at least half a season or maybe the whole season if it's that bad.
Rice got a whole season, right? Ray Rice?
I'm pretty sure he got a whole season.
I think so.
His was horrible though. His was really bad.
I mean, this one sounds bad too. So yeah.
This one does sound bad. It is. It's right. But you got to remember, like it's the visual. It's easy for the NFL if it was just like he hit me or he threw me down, but there's no like actual video to be like, okay, 4 games or 2 games. You know what I mean? When there's video though, it's harder. They can't just like skirt it on the rug. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I think there's more variables to it when there's a video.
This guy's either Josh Jacobs' brother or has a lot of Josh Jacobs bags.
Yeah. Well, I agree with if there's not a video, I don't think the league will act until the court's kind of done and concluded. But I don't know, DC. How quickly did they act on Ray Rice? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know, but yeah, if the video gets out to the public, it'll be quick. He'll be suspended quick.
He's got. Well, I hope you got Lloyd bags, bro. I
Yeah.
hope you got Lloyd bags. If you got 2% Jacobs,
Is
that's
there a way
probably
to
good
check your
either way.
exposure on the actual
what?
website?
What do you mean?
Check your player exposure, not on the.
Yeah, on DK.
Yeah, I know you can do it on your phone, but on the,
Go to lineups, DC. Go to lineups.
yeah.
When you go to lineups, all the way towards like the right, or see where it says
Oh
view
yeah, view
exposure.
exposure. I got it there.
Yeah, and then you can type in any player you want, and just bang, whenever you want.
There we go. Yeah, 24% Marshawn Lloyd. We'll take it.
I think you definitely beat me there. I got 4%, so you're owning me. But I got him in a few big dogs. So
How many 555s have you done?
14.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I think most of that exposure is 555. So yeah,
That'll work.
whatever. Either way, I hate this type of stuff because then it's like it's not like I'm rooting for Josh Jacobs to go away, but it's like if he did do these things, like get the fuck out of here. Like I don't know. I felt like though Rashid Rice should have got way more than what he got. Like
It's
the NFL
crazy. It's crazy
so
what these guys
soft.
can get away with. Like I feel like if I was on video doing what Josh Jacobs did, I feel like I'd be like in prison for 30 years.
No, yeah. What about Rashid Rice did? Like I feel like I'd be going to
Yes.
prison for way longer.
Yeah. You
Or, like,
crash your
at
car
all.
going like
He didn't
130
even
miles
know.
per hour and flee the scene and injure people, and you're like, nah, you're good. Just a few games.
Yeah, you're fine. Like everything's okay. Just
Yeah.
okay, whatever. Yeah, he didn't even go to. He went to jail because he like fucked up, right? Like again, like
Violated probation with
Yeah, he
a
violated
hot weed
probation.
test, I think it was. Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a donkey. All right, DC. Well, that was fun. We got a few drafts in here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel here. Code Forever25, 25% off for life of your subscription. As long as you don't unsubscribe, you keep that 25% off. Use that code, any package over at Run Pure Sports or Run Pure Bets that will work for. And come in, hang out, get in the Discord with us. Be there. I hope to see you back for the football season, my friend. Hopefully, DC, you got a baseball show tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time with Stevie Boynton. So we'll see you back then. And I'll be back, I think Sunday, actually. Me and Big T are going to do a season-long 350 ESPN draft. I think Big T's drafting his home league season-long draft, DC.
I'm gonna have to watch
do
this
it
one.
live. We're going to do it live on air at like 8 p.m. So if you like season long, if you're into it and you want to see Big T's donkey ass get on here and draft a season long team, please tune in to the 8 p.m. stream because that will be fun. I'm just going to be sitting back watching him draft like shitty Cam Scatterboo and Jordan Tyson until he realizes he's out. You know, I'm just gonna in the 5th round. He's just
You're gonna have to tell him what team everybody's on.
Yeah.
Probably like 7 Bengals on the
my
team.
legs
It'll be
up.
great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
is that the Wendy's show? It's you're running out of time.
Yes. No, honestly, it's not a bad idea. Should I get that Wendy's and eat it like live on stream while he's drafting?
Yes, absolutely. You should.
It's not a bad idea actually, because I wanted to do it while my wife was at work and she starts back work.
take a bite every time he makes a bad pick, and you'll be done by round 10.
No, I have to take a bite like every time he makes a pick, just so I can finish all the food.
A bad pick, I said. You'll be good.
Meals. It's 2 meals, DC. It's 2 meals, and I got to get a Frosty because everyone said that I need to dip the fry in the Frosty.
Of course, yeah.
So, there you go.
You're gonna be sick.
I did just find out there's a Wendy's like 12 minutes down the road, the opposite way of where I would have went. So that's pretty good because I was going to go to the one that was like 25 minutes, the one that was like near the house I grew up in. So now I'm like, oh, this is way better. Now I know there's a Wendy's like the other way 12 minutes down the road. So
Health Guru JSU doesn't even know where the local Wendy's are.
No, hell no. I don't know where any of the fast food. The only place I know is Dairy Queen because it's literally 5 minutes down the road. And it's right near my brother's shop.
Queen either, do you?
Never go there. I never go any of those places. I like Burger King, McDonald's. The last time I went to these places, I don't even know how old I was. Probably like 12, you know?
I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I am a Dairy Queen guy. Give me a large cookie dough blizzard.
Dude, the lines at Dairy Queen, they go out into the road, like along the breakdown lane of the road. It's insane when you go at the right time. Like, because there's one Dairy Queen and there's not really Dairy Queens anywhere else around. So that Dairy Queen will get packed. It's insane.
It's delicious. I can't blame the people.
Yeah, I don't blame it either. Lloyd, a must start. Well, yeah, if Josh Jacobs is going to be out, then yeah, he's going to be a must start for sure. If you mean a must draft, I would be trying to get him right now just because with the unknown, you might actually get him for cheap. Because if it comes out and he's suspended for a long time, he's going to go way up the draft boards.
I think right now his draft spot is going to be all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised to see people. I mean, people are taking like Mike Washington in the 5th or 6th during that few hour period when it looked like Janky was done. So I think you'll see people taking Lloyd in the 4th or 5th round. And in some drafts, I'm sure he'll slide past pick 100 still. So, yeah.
Yeah. What's the pub burger? Is this like the new thing that Big T was talking about? The pub burgers?
I couldn't
This is
tell
the
you.
second time I've heard someone talk about the pub burger. Is that at Wendy's?
It must
Am I
be,
gonna have to get a pub burger pop soda? I
You're
swear.
able to eat 2 meals, JSU? That's a lot of food with a Frosty.
I mean, yeah, but I'll only eat once a day, so like, yeah, I can eat a lot of food one time.
You're like a python over there.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine, DC. I'll figure it out. I'll just go right down. Nice.
I'll be watching. Hopefully you'll be suffering a little bit.
Well, I will be suffering, but I will refuse to show it externally. But just so you know, internally, I will not be happy. I will be very miserable, but I will not show it live on camera.
If you have to take a break midstream, we'll know why.
Well, if I have to take a break midstream, it's because I have to run to the bathroom for some reason. So it's very obvious right there. All right, so join us on Sunday night for that, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm pretty sure me and Big T are going to live stream his season-long 350 draft over there. So check that out. DC will be back tomorrow with Stevie Boyan talking baseball at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll see you guys then. Until then, I'm JSU. He's DC. Good luck in your DraftKings best ball drafts. And we'll catch you guys later. Peace.